Okay. All right. Looks like I'm live. It's been a while since I've last done this. Hopefully, the neighborhood doesn't go crazy when I decide to go live, but I don't know. Things just tend to happen. Uh, man, it's been a minute. It's been like what, 4 months since I last streamed. I know it's been a long time. I don't think I'll keep this stream up for replay, but if I do, uh, we're gonna see some stuff. All right. I know it's early in the morning. It's 9. It's 9 o'clock at my time. It's probably 8 or whatever time zone you're in right now. Whereas it is, man, it is hot in here. Hold on, y'all. All right. Hopefully that fixes everything. Man, I'm not even prepared. I'm rusty. Rusty, y'all. All right. So this is just going to be a chill out stream provided by the people who voted what type of stream. Sorry. When the stream was to begin. And they've all voted for Saturday, which is, hey, that's cool. Try and get things set up on this end. It's so weird. It was just coming back to this. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, share the screen. All right, share. Cool. Awesome. Everything looks good on your guys' end. It better be showing up. See. Cool. All right. Hmm. Let me do something. Let me see. Gosh, man, there's always something. Or I'm just tripping out. All right, let's try this now. Let's try this again. Cool. Y'all, I gotta say, the posts and everything are cool. I mean, look, this is literally the results right here. Maybe it's because it's Gehenna. Maybe it had to do something with Gehenna, to be honest. But Gehenna be getting a lot of people's attention. So does Zen. But nobody wanted a Friday. Everyone wanted a Saturday. They probably wanted a Saturday night, but I can't do Saturday nights. Not initially. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, cool. This is so weird. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Devonte. Hey. I'm just trying to get used to streaming again after 4 months. I wanted to say this. I definitely did show a new piece of art from a future project that's coming. And of course, if you know who this is, you definitely recognize that this character has a lot of, let's just say he's a main character type. Not man, I can't even speak now. I'm just so tongue tied. I'm not prepared, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I never really thought I'd be this rusty. But that's okay. Other than that, I'm glad that you guys actually voted in for Saturday, so that was cool. My girl Zen, Zensakia, Gehenna, and of course the Beastly Shepherd, which I knew people were going to say Sunday, but I mean, I was surprised that someone did actually say, hey, let's go for Sunday. But yeah, I wanted to just I don't know what's been kind of like what I've been doing. Really, is just I've been posting a lot with not videos or obviously shorts or going live, but more of oh, oh boy, sorry, I was checking a notification. Oh boy, I was just I'm doing these little posts, these community posts, and people are just really loving them. And I mean, I'm loving them too. I'm liking them too. I just the other day I was like, man, let me give my girl the Beastly Shepherd some love, and I just made this like little short story with it. Excuse me for just getting more tongue tight with this, but night falls like a dropped curtain. The bonfire snaps and spits, but the newest chosen cannot watch the flames. His mind replays the arc of his first day under her direction to this moment, a loop that will not break. The past clings like damp rot. He has done terrible things at her command, and told himself they were necessary. He could still believe that until he began counting the absences. One by one, the men who had knelt where he now kneels vanished, sent on missions too perilous for the rest of you, she would murmur, stroking his hair as though soothing a skittish lamb. Her smile never reached the eyes that studied him like meat on a hook. Something black and cold turns in his gut whenever he remembers their faces. A pair of arms slide around him from behind, soft yet unyielding. A warm tongue traces the salt along the nape of his neck, slow, deliberate, tasting fear. My newest chosen, the honey in her voice has curdled as she breathes against his skin. He stiffens, but does not pull away. Come lie with me. I can't. His throat is dry as ash. I've been meaning to ask you something since the day you chose me. Oh? Her lips brush his ear. The word is velvet wrapped around a blade. Ask, my sweet sheep. He swallows. The firelight paints her shadow huge and horned against the trees. The men who came before me, the ones who wore this same mantle, are they no longer here? Did did you kill them? Silence falls heavier than any answer. The bonfire seems to crouch out, as though afraid to draw her attention. She hums a low, pleased note. Then her fingers slide up to cup his jaw, turning his face toward hers with gentle, inevitable strength. Her eyes hold no reflection of the fire while she traces a thumb on his lower lip. The man hears her answer. I mean, that's pretty cool, huh? That's kind of like this is what she is. This is what the Beastly Shepherd is, dude. I just whenever I wouldn't say like whenever she's on screen or think it's just like nothing crazy. Oh, nothing always crazy is gonna happen, but this is just a great way of me like to. I was just feeling creative. I was feeling creative, and I just I I love the Beastly Shepherd. I love all my characters, but the Beastly Shepherd, there's so much to her. There's so much character, um, just plot driven characteristics about her that it is just I just love her. She's a menace. She is a menace, but she won't be like my God Eaters. Like God Eater Vicona, God Eater Catrixa, especially God Eater Nemeva, if you guys know who I'm talking about. Um, that's from my book series, Gods and Goddesses. I almost got ahead of myself, but it's from my book series, Gods and Goddesses. But Beastly Shepherd, oh, man, she's a dangerous beauty. Yeah, she's definitely a cult leader. She's definitely a cult leader, and she pulls out that that whip. It's over with, man. Um, jeez, and excuse me if I start feeling tired. I am fasting. I've been fasting now for what 9 hours, so I'm a little tired. Just well, not tired, but hungry. So I'm gonna keep focused. But I'm grateful to see that there's 15 likes on this. I didn't think I would even reach 10, but hey, I'll take it. But yeah, the Beast of Shepherd, she's something, y'all. And I don't know why I started doing these little short stories, his little quotes and stuff. But it was just very fitting, especially with Zensakia. People really love Zensakia. So just quote unquote like Trace BN, it's good and to see you decided wisely. Most excellent. This will only be a moment. J2 Pronouns. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but people just really eat that up. Of course, letting people know about the new video. Well, technically this is the new video, but it's a live stream. But again, this might be unlisted later, maybe. We'll see. Uh, just I wanted this to really focus on Gehenna, and I'm really surprised to see that it got 139 views in just 5 days. I mean, I'm not doubting it. I just when it comes to what is that, man? I keep hearing something say low power. Oh man, that's not good. Uh-oh. But anyway, where was I? Oh yes, just this was also another poll that people voted on, and I had the choices of want me to focus more on Zen's Cathedral or Gods and Goddesses or something else, and I think a majority of people chose obviously I chose Zen's Cathedral, and then I was like, okay, which characters would you like to see more? It was Zenzakia or Gehenna or both, and they chose both, but surprisingly, Gehenna had more of a lead though than Zen, so that's why I was like, okay, look, they obviously the right choice is that they want both, but the thing is, they're choosing more of at this point in time Gehenna. So that's where I came up with Gehenna having the screen time. And honestly, Gehenna is underrated. Gehenna is very underrated. She's well, I'm not really spoiling anything. If you've seen if you see my videos, especially the comic dubs or manga dubs, whatever one you want to call it, it's hell. We'll just get into it. We'll get into it when I get play it. So this was crazy to see, though. To be honest, I mean, obviously it posted 6 days ago, but we're already over 1,000 in the first 42 days. It's been very good. I know you guys can't really see this, but it's still going well, which is great. And I really thank y'all for letting me know. Hey, this is what we want more of. Actually a compilation of your videos. Don't release them separately. Put them all together. And I've done that before. I've done it before, but YouTube hit me on that age restricted because well well the Beastly Shepherd was part of it, so that's that again. There's some wild stuff with Beastly Shepherd going on, so I'm gonna be kind of careful. I'm not really scared. It's just I'm gonna be really kind of careful of like how to do things because people are very squeamish and especially corporations, even though you know how these corpos are like, y'all. But this live stream ain't about me going saying, oh, the down with the corporations and all that. No, I'm just not trying to do all that. I don't got time for it. Just like how I don't have time for like the mainstream media of like, oh, what they're gonna ruin next. This was a little extra by Neff right here. Talk. I can't really say what's going on right now with why he made this, but there's a good reason why he drew this. But I obviously just edited the screen capture, and I said she doesn't like to taste in sinful women, which I mean it's not too far off from what she's commenting about, but still. This one's this is some future stuff too right here that I'm showing concepts and all. Definitely some big Evil Dead vibes. I love Evil Dead. I really do. But these are just concepts. It's not a final draft or anything. But this one, if I had to choose, I like. I just wanted to blend between the faces, but I like this one better. I love it, but the one, I mean, for concept wise, but the one that I sold on final draft, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be all right, to be honest. So it's cool. Again, more short stories, quotes, and all. Of course, Gehenna. This is obviously this is the censored version of Gehenna. If I showed you guys the true version on here, again, corpos and people might get squeamish about it and just say, "Oh, can't show this." All right, all right, all right. So let's head on over to the video side. Heck. Oh, I guess someone's turned off now. I don't know if you guys heard that. I will say, let me make a quick comment about this. I'm no longer doing Patreon. Patreon's on that bullcrap where they want me to take a picture of myself and also give them like social security number and all that. Well, I do not trust Patreon at all. I do not, especially given their track record from 5 to basically 10 years ago. I really do not trust Patreon. And people, you have a valid, you guys have a valid question like, oh, why did you even go on Patreon then? I went on Patreon because it's the more simplistic way of earning, funds. But yeah, when I was doing everything, doing everything right, like they have they have two options where it's like, is this standard or is this for adults? And it's like, obviously I chose the adults, but it's like, it's so dumb. It's like, oh well, since you chose the adults version, you gotta provide, this information. You gotta show yourself. And I'm like, no, I'm not showing you I don't know, because my data is important. There's reasons why I have certain things up in place that, certain software's up just to make sure that my data is not hacked into and all that. Because be honest, y'all, in the era of AI and stuff, it's going to be a lot easier for people for identity theft and all that to be happening. So no, I wouldn't try to go the simplistic route, but then and I try to be, responsible adult, and they're like, yeah, you gotta do this. Nope, no, thank you. Nope, I don't owe you. I do not owe you guys that. And when I was trying to like post videos too, because put my Comicdubs up, it's like thinking like, oh, you can't be showing nudity, like you getting naked for people. I'm like, wow, yeah, let me just do that. Let me just like, no, you idiots. This is just ridiculous. So I'm starting to understand why people like upload their stuff on like the mega. I think it's called mega, the mega files, uh, or mega platform. If you guys don't talk about, I understand why now. But it also gives me, it kind of concerns me a little, because it makes me think like, okay, did these people actually upload their faces and stuff to their, for these people to check if they're adults or whatever? It's just, the thing is, where the f are these you're taking a picture of yourself, where is it really going? They're saying, and oh yeah, and they also like to say, oh, we promise this won't come. I'm like, yeah, right, dude. Don't believe you. I don't believe anything, especially when it comes to the data. Just because it's just, things happen. Things happen. Information is key. It don't matter. It's like, oh, we're secured. Like, no, it's not secured. Even on the government level, things are not, like federal level, things are not secured. But I'm sorry. I'm getting onto a rant there, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, I left it up because I left up this video because I don't really believe in like trying to delete like history and all that. I want you guys to see like where I came from, bro. I want you guys to see like, oh, look, he was actually a commentator at one point. Well, hurry up, load up, jeez. Like, oh, he was actually, a commentator about media and games at Hollywood, and he just, you get some weird people, dude. You get some weird people like that think just oh, that's the best thumbnail right there. That's one of the best thumbnails. Anyway, where just people just act weird, like, oh, you can't do this, like you're not allowed to change, or you're not allowed to learn, and or they say like, oh, you're a grifter for doing this. I'm like, dude, I loved anime and manga ever since I was a kid. I didn't know what it was back then, but I sure as hell remember watching Toonami and being introduced to it. Heck, actually the first animes I actually owned was Spirited Away, and I still have that. I still have that DVD case somewhere. It's one of my dude. I've been into that stuff since I was a kid. I remember when Naruto first came on Toonami, but again, this ain't about me, boasting about like, oh, I'm the, what I like to say, like, oh, I'm not a tourist. I've been there since the beginning. Blah blah blah. Like, no, it's not a competition. It's just you know how people are, y'all. And we're guilty of it ourselves in some way too, because we just, we've been attached to something for so long, and we see more, we see new people and they trying to change things up, and we're just like, get out of here. You don't even belong here. You don't even know what you're talking about. We all know Hollywood is full of bogus and narcissists. Yeah, no, and it's not because narcissistic people. It's just nasty people in general. It's just nasty people. Really disgusting, degenerate people. And I know that's rich coming from me, like, oh, D Rhino, you look what you made. You see that right there? You see that lady with the big boobs? And you're like, okay, look, all right, that's cool, but I'm not doing I'm not doing stuff to the Hollywood level. There's a reason why we call it Hollyweird. There's a reason why we call it Hollyweird. I'm not one of those people. There's no way you can pay me to go to California and even just for a visit. No way. Because the people there are so different. You see it on live streams, you see it on videos, how crazy some of these, and I'm not saying all of them are crazy. I got some relatives that live in California. Hell, they might be concerned. Actually, they might be crazy in their own right in a way, but not to the extremes how these Hollywood elites and actors and whatever these execs are. It's just when you see stuff there, it's like, dude, what the F is truly going on in there? And honestly, I think we all kind of know, but we're afraid. We're kind of afraid to, just to really do a deep dive into it, dude. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to. You guys got me talking about Hollywood, and I just Cosmonaut, how you doing, bro? Sella, yeah. This is just me commenting about like the process. Well, this stream is just this topic alone in the stream is just one of the things I'm talking about, like how I make things and how I work with people and all this and that. So yeah, it's just we're all having fun here, honestly. And I love. Well, I'm gonna actually start talking about this stuff, trying to be more open with y'all about it. Give you a little behind the scenes look, to be honest. Okay. All right, so let's get into this. Hopefully, you guys can hear this. I have like the audio help synced up. Man, this is so weird. I didn't realize they changed this. Okay, I didn't realize. I use mobile a lot on for YouTube. I don't really go on my personal computer, PC, I should say, for YouTube. So I'm seeing that. I'm like, whoa, they changed it up last time since I've been on here.
Bonjour, Bishop. I'm the newly elected abbess, Zanatoskia. It's good to see you alive, Etbien, and I commit myself to bettering this cathedral. I've studied your doctrines, researched your origin, and read about your deeds. I suppose that makes me the right person to help keep this sacred cathedral functional. After all, there's a reason why I selected to be here, Bishop. Bishop, a word of counsel. Wandering eyes will lead to wandering ends, And when one makes a move, sans Panzer, they will find themselves in an unfortunate circumstance.
That is the money shot right there. And that is the money shot right there. That pose. Everyone loves that pose. Hell, I love that pose too. That's one of the best poses. I told Neff, I was like, and Neff is my artist. Nefarious Watcher, well, he's Nefarious Arius. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay. All I know is that I call him Neff, and everyone loved the Cat Girl when she first debuted. This is not the first time she debuted. This is the first time her redesign debuted right here. Not this video, I mean, but this actual comic page that's been turned into a dub, really. And this is a different voice actress as well. The original voice actress, I look, I love that voice, the original voice actress. She is the best. She really, truly helped me a lot. And I will continue to work with her. It's just been a good while. It's been a good while since I worked with her because I've been mainly focusing on, Zen's Cathedral and my books, really. But I do have things in the pipeline that has already been recorded for. I believe so. I gotta check my history. I gotta check my files for that. I know I got something. Sorry, y'all. Your vids are called dubs, so it's just voiceovers, or did you make this? Well, I am the writer and creator of it all. I do not I cannot do voice acting, y'all. I can't say I can't, but I like to work with other people who are talented. I like to do that. And that means the editor as well. And my editor is also the voice actress of Zen. So I like to work with people who are multi-talented. That's who I like to work with majority of the times. People who are multi-talented. Now those who don't have multiple skills like me, it's like, hey, look, here. It doesn't matter. Come join the fun. Be part of the process. So where was I? Oh yes. So this is again the debut of her redesign, and I wanted to make her French for some reason. I can't really explain why I wanted her to be French. I just figured, look, she looks like a French type. I think I was probably in the phase, to be honest. I think I was probably in the phase where I started like really liking the French women. Yeah, that's probably it right there. And I just said, let's make her French. It's gonna work. And yeah, I was definitely right about that. I was very right about that because everyone just the first time when I posted this, again, this is the compilation video, but the first time people were just really just liking it, and of course the redesign helped as well. And I'll definitely show you guys the original after this, but yeah. Okay, so you have your Comicdub. Yeah, it's it's still a work in progress. What I'm trying to do with the new scheduling is that I'm not gonna like release it individually unless I'm gonna make shorts of it, which I will, but I'm gonna at least try to have at least 8 pages ready. Therefore, I'm sorry, not 8. I'm sorry, 6 pages. Therefore, each arc is going to be 3 pages. So we have, one arc is 3 pages. The other arc's going to be 3 pages. I put them together. I think that'd be pretty good, especially when I add a little, have the narration as an intermission to like connect the stories and stuff. So I think that'd be pretty cool. The idea is that to have one super big compilation. I'm not saying like an hour, but maybe at least like 15 minutes max. And I think people really appreciate that. I think people would. I mean, I would like to watch something like that, to be honest, especially when I have a good looking character, You know, especially anime trope with a cat girl. A lot of people like cat girls. You can't deny that. And I mean, it just works, as Todd Howard would say. It just works. um, Devontae says, ooh, dang, I'm so rusty, y'all. Look, I'm just now remembering. Oh, yeah, I could click on this. I could click on the comments. All right. So Devontae says it definitely fits her. Yes, it does. It does. The original fit too. I so much so that it was my first breakout video where I got over 10,000 in a week of its release, I think. It's up to 40, 41, 42 now. I mean, it slowed down a little bit, but it's still doing good. It's still a leader of the charts. And I'm not trying to like compete with myself like, oh, I gotta make this better. It gotta have 50,000 views and no, dude. It's just look, I was already there. I learned my lesson. I remember when I used to do the commentary for for Hollywood and games and all that. Like, hey, you know, here's my opinions about this, but you know, it's just I got burned out of it. I became blackpilled, as the kids would say. I got tired of it because I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And the last straw that broke the camel's back was when the dreaded Devil May Cry Netflix anime, if you can even call it anime, the Netflix show was released and people are, you know, legitimately watching it. And I was making comments about it, and I just said, you know what, I'm just so done. This was live stream. This is when I had my little rant, but because I love Devil May Cry, I love it, and I'll prove it to you guys when when I get to the other stuff, but just seeing that being bastardized by the same guy who made the Castlevania anime, and I can't really call it anime. It's just a show. It's just, but just seeing by that guy, and it's just like, man, I was just so demoralized by it. I was just like, I'm done. I don't want to cover anything, you know, just by anything that's coming from Hollywood because they're doing it on purpose. I mean, it's obvious, it's no brainer, but still, it's like, yeah, let's do this and to change it up to that. I'm like, no, are you effing do it or don't? It's easy as that. I don't want to see some black fat lady and trying to be like, oh, be stronger than men and all that. I don't want to see no gay and lame stuff. I don't. I just want a good product. I want a good IP. But you know, I guess it's asking too much nowadays from these people who are supposed to be quote unquote professionals. Yeah, they're not even professional, bro. They're not. The way how they act, the way how they handle things, there's nothing professional about them. I see more professionalism within the indie sphere than I do with these execs and these people with PhDs and all that. Dude, that's crazy. It's just crazy how things have gone, bro. I'm not trying to fire you guys up. I'm not trying to be the anti woke grifter or anything, or you know, I'm just I have a newfound appreciation for indie because I'm in the trenches. This year will mark the 6th year that I've actually what March? I think March of this year will mark the 6th year of me being part of the indie sphere, and actually that's when I started writing. That's when I started writing my first book. Last year. I'm sorry. 6 years ago. Dang, it's been jeez, I'm just thinking about it, man. 6 years ago. And I released it 2 years ago. So and you know, I'm pretty sure people will be asking me too, which is a valid question. Like, okay, where's your other books then? Oh, they're ready. They're ready. They're not finalized, but they sure as heck are done. It's just that I gotta get the art out. I'm doing all this extra stuff because for you guys. That's how much I appreciate and love you guys. Well, I won't even call it love. I call it respect. Deep respect. I'm not gonna do the whole corporation like, oh, we love you. We're a family. No. That's lame. I respect you. I respect you because you're the ones who are giving me money. That's how it's going to work. If I don't respect you, guess what? I don't get paid. And there'd be some people thinking like, "Oh, you're greedy. Okay." No, I'm being transparent. I'm being clear. I've always been like that with you guys. I've always been transparent and clear. Just how I was with Patreon. Yes, being an indie creator costs money. I've literally paid thousands. Thousands. I'm sorry, I'm not angry, y'all. I'm just getting passionate. But I just for you guys, I never come out like, oh, you guys owe me this and that because I did this and that for you. No. That's freaking stupid. No. You guys don't owe me a damn thing. I just do it because it's a love of the craft. I love doing this stuff, dude. This is the stuff that I grew up with. Visual novels, seeing the art in the books and stuff, actually relating to the characters. That's just how I work. That's how I operate. I'm not saying I'll be, one of the best authors. I wish I was. But you can't deny that when you read one of my books or you look at my videos, you can't say, "Oh, well, this is just mediocre." No, you guys actually love it. You guys love her for real. Sorry. So you do the writing and the creative process, and you have artists, editors, and voice actors for your. Yes. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful to work with these people. I'm very blessed to be in this position at all. There's people there's people within my family who haven't lived to be my age. I'm not saying I'm old. I'm in my 20s, but it's sad. It's sad that I have people in my family who haven't lived to be as old as I, which is crazy and very concerning. Do you get people complain that she's too skimpy dressed, left out? I see that complaint plot these days. I'm trying my best not to curse, but F those people. I don't care about what they say because they're not going to be paying me in the first place. Or even yet, they're not going to be watching in the first place or supporting me. The moment they start doing that, maybe I will just listen to them a little bit. Maybe. But even then, I'm not gonna censor. Now, yes, have I censored before in the past? Yes, I have. But that's because this is not my platform. And if you guys know me, I have two versions made. I have the uncensored version and I have obviously the censored version. I have that stuff made for y'all. Therefore, I can circumvent it. Like, hey, this is my original, this is what I originally wanted to post, but I can't because these corporations, bro. Devontae, the anime was okay, but the amount of F bombs they dropped was not needed. Yeah, see, it's American. It's Americanized. It's not. That's what's wrong. It's Americanized. And I know they're trying to bring people back with that. Evanescence made a song with, and I like Evanescence. But when I saw that Evanescence made a song, I didn't listen to it. I don't even know what it sounds like, y'all. It's been like 9 months, probably 10 months since it came out. I don't care for it. I don't want to. I don't want to see anything involved with that because that's just how much I don't like it. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm supposed to be explaining the process of this. I would just be honest, y'all. This was made because I wanted to go back to what mattered. Is that after I saw how well Zenikia's debut video went, I was thinking like, okay, people actually like my stuff. So I posted the Comicdubs and all this, and then the views they fluctuated. I'll be honest, they fluctuated, but what remained consistent that people really loved her. And I was like, okay, look, let me put an end to this project and let me start a new one that just focuses on her. And we can have it, we can have similar, it can have similarities with the old stuff, but the new stuff is going to be quite different than what I originally intended, which is I'm fine with that. I'm very fine with that. And I'll be honest, I love nuns. I love I'm pretty sure a lot of people love the stereotypical sexy nun. So I wanted that to be part of her design as well. I've always think with my, not always, but I would say like some of my female characters that, they're girls. Obviously, they're girls. They're gonna love different types of fashion and stuff. And I've always imagined Zensakia being the type that likes a particular type of fashion, but she doesn't change it that much. Nor does she need to change it, because given what her nature is, which I'm pretty sure you guys may know what she is or think you know what she is, but obviously she's more than a cat girl. Let's just say that. But it's just, man, there's so much with this character, and there's a little Easter egg. It's just a little Easter egg here, but if you notice, like the little symbols here and right here and just right here, that that links her to a certain character I talked about just earlier in the stream. If you guys paid attention, which I'm certain you guys have. Um, what about her do you love? Like, what speaks to you about her? That's a very good question. That's a very good question, and I talked about this really in a Discord thread, just a little bit. This might this might mess up my stream a little bit, because knowing how YouTube is, but then again, maybe not. I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. It's not really showing nudity or anything like that. It's just here. Let me show you guys something. We're going back to the past. We're going back to like 2019, maybe. Maybe we're going back to 2019. Give me a second, y'all. I'm getting it. I'm getting it right now. Okay, here we go. Now I definitely can't show that one. I definitely cannot show Gehenna's debut. No. Can't do that. Okay, let me get that off of here. Stop sharing. Let me do this. Dang it. All right, I apologize, y'all, if this is a little blurry. Okay, here we go. This is where it began. This is where it all began. Me and Clue Wolf. Clue Wolf is one of my artist friends, one of my first artist friends. Actually, I think she is my first one. Actually, I think she is my first artist friend, and she made this version of her character, this one right here, to be like this eldritch nun, and I liked it so much. In which, her character is like a dog girl. It's not a wolf girl. Don't say it's a wolf. It's a wolf girl. She'll get angry. It's a dog girl, and she made this version of this character, and I really loved it. I loved that character, and I was just like, dude, I can make lore about this character, and so I did. I eventually did. Just to summarize it, I made lore of the character, and one day I thought about, well, since her character is a dog girl, there needs to be a cat girl that has to be a nemesis, right? So that's how I started coming up with Zen Sakia, or Zen for short. And next thing you know, Zen's made, and also the Waning Cathedral, which the Waning Cathedral plays an important part, which is obviously why it's called Zen's Cathedral, this is when the Waning Cathedral first became a thing, and Zanzikia as well, and they're on top of the actual cathedral. I know it's kind of hard to see because Discord, but I really just I love this design, but when I look at it more, I'm just like, man, I didn't really mean to, like, I wasn't thinking at the time, but I was like, man, I uh I didn't I wasn't trying to aim at like the Christian theme. I wasn't trying to like like take a jab at Christians with her. Because the more I looked at it, and this is I just I don't no, I didn't want to really mess with that. And this was years later when I started thinking about that. I'm like, wait, man, yeah, oh yeah, this is I can see how this can be perceived as this and that. I was like, oh, let me not try to put in real world religions into my stuff. And that's one thing I don't really like having in my fantasy is that I don't like to have real world religions or things that just make you think of just real life. And I just I tend to do my best to go true fantasy. Now I can't say like, oh, I made everything original. Like there's no way. There's no way I can make everything original because there's been so many creators from way back then, to the dang Renaissance days, even further than that, just coming up with stuff. And it's just no way. But this I love this skimpy outfit about her. I love this mystique. I love her mystique, especially what's going on here and how she came about and just the process. I loved her before I even had her developed. And obviously I used references and I gave him a clue and she was able just to put him masterfully. And it just works, man. It just works. I hope that answers your question. I'm not really trying to dance around. It's just I just love her design, dude. I love everything about designing her, about how coming up with her, what she would do, and she was. It was so different back then in her first iteration. This is her third iteration, y'all. Her first iteration was very different, which she was. She was like she truly was a cat girl, but she was I wouldn't say possessed, but more of like the entity that she served gave her this different type of like of aspect of her. And it was whenever the control was separated, she'd be very different. But I was like, okay, that's cool. But second iteration came around, and that's the one you see with in the comics, not this one. In the comics is different, and then third iteration came around, and it's very similar, but it has its own differentiations as well. I'm trying not to say too much. Streaming a lot earlier than I thought. What's up? Hey man, what's up? Yeah, I can't really do a Saturday night stream. I plan on writing more of the book, the newer books, to be honest, and editing it. I've already been in talks with artists with trying to get some new art. I got some new art coming. I just greenlit three new artworks. Uh some pertain to the books, some don't. So I love supporting artists. I do, actual artists. And I mean, I've been everywhere, dude. I've been everywhere, writing, um, paying artists, editing, and yeah. Devante's like, ooh, cats and dogs. Yep, raining cats and dogs. Indeed, indeed. Uh, so that's what I loved about her. Just her evolution. Just just being there. Just obviously designing her. I love it, man. I love these characters, dude. All right, let's go back to this. I'm so sorry.
The time draws near every day, like a repetitive nightmare. nightmare. I'll be amongst them, so the world will wake. The bad revs will be no more. Bishop, you must not try to take a lady by surprise. Though I'm certain you know all about that, no? A harmless pleasantry, Bishop. Do you need me to assist you? Oh, merci, mon cher Bishop. I can now conquer the day with this offering.
Okay, so this is obviously the second episode of the first arc, the Bishop arc. And a little Easter egg right here if you guys can't see, but this is the Nest logo right here. It's Nest logo. Just to get a bit into more of and I will answer questions. I will give me a moment. Just to get more into it, I want the comic dubs to feel personal too. And this is why, I mean, it's male oriented. I have a male audience more than a female audience. That's obvious. I mean, when the men see a good looking character, obviously a lot of them are going to be coming around and watching, like, ooh. So, oh geez, where was I? Yes. So that was the big switch too. When you look at my earlier comic dubs, manga dubs, whatever, I'm just gonna call them dubs in just short. Sorry. Call them when you, geez, talk. All right. When you look at my earlier dubs and compare it to the new, you see that the story's still engaging, but it's not personal. I wanted to really drive in that personal, I want you to feel like you're the one that's in it. I want you to feel like you're taking on the role of the bishop or this mercenary or whoever else. I want you to feel, because it's like it's a dynamic. It's a dynamic of different roles. And I found that, or at least I'm finding that, my male audience, they really, really like that. They love it. I don't really try to address the character, the off-screen character by name or anything. I just, hey, it's you. It's you, man. You're the role. You're taking on the role of the bishop or the mercenary, whoever. It's all about you, and it's about you're every step of the way with Zen. You're somehow, some way, shape or form. This all leads back to Zen's cathedral. So it's been pretty fun on that aspect. Okay. So Sella says, I hope this don't come off wrong, but I like how you answer questions, and this has been a hot topic lately. But in opinion of AI for writing art, look, just gotta accept it, I guess. We can do our best. There's gonna be. I'm not gonna proclaim like I'm like, oh, this all knowing guy, but you're obviously gonna have your human creators, your human creatives, and you're gonna have your AI creatives. We know there's a big division. There won't be this. The only time, and I'm sorry, there's a big division, but then I think there's gonna be people in the middle. Obviously, there's gonna be people in the middle because I'm one of them. I am. I write my stuff. I don't ask AI to help me. I won't say like, oh, write this all out for me. I need this whole book. Write this whole book. No way, because that's the insult to God. That's an insult to my my intellect, even though it could be limited at times. I use it to help me research things, and then I even go like, hey, let me go check this actually if this is true. I can't just rely on AI to think for me. There's a saying that we used to that we used to say when I was around middle school day, like, oh, you're an iPad kid, you can't think for yourself. It's like that. But now it's just like, oh, you're using so much AI, you literally can't think for yourself. And it's been proven that people who use AI so much, it's like they want to think for them. They're turning their brains off. They don't want to think anymore. They don't want to think critically. And there's going to be a big division with that. Not with only just creatives, but just how people approach life. And the people who, I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, but the people who have more critical thinking skills, I believe they're gonna succeed a lot more. Not saying they're gonna be ultra successful, because you know how life is, but I like to be in the middle, where, hey, help me look this up, see how, give me an idea of like what people were doing, in this time period and stuff. And I do like history. I do love history. And Siri, how do I shoot web? Siri, how do I shoot web? Oh no, no, oh no. You got me. You got me, because I actually said that and my phone started picking up on it. Oh wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. Holy cow. I'm so behind with technology sometimes, y'all. That's perfect. Oh wow. The moment I said that, my phone lit up. I'm like, what? But I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't want it to write for me. I use it to actually find errors. I need to find errors for me, because it happens so many times where I'm like, okay, I see nothing wrong with this. Everything looks good. Then my human editor be like, my human editor. I'm sorry, that sounds so dumb, but I guess we're in the times of like, hey, we gotta separate. The actual editor is like, hey, you missed this and this and that. Oh, hey, thanks for catching that, man. So I'm like to the point where, look, I will use the AI, but I'm still gonna use a human editor as well, because you cannot trust it, and you cannot trust everything on the first try. You can't. You gotta have a second, gotta have a second pair of eyes on it and stuff. And if people have problems with that, look, I'm still using. It's still gonna be human made. I'm just enhancing my work as best as I can, as humanly as possible. I don't want it to be this generative stuff. I don't want to like, oh, I wrote this book, but I can't tell you nothing about it because I didn't actually write it. No, I need to read this stuff. I need to write this stuff, because therefore I can hook back plot points, with like, oh, I remember this plot from this first book. Okay, let me actually answer that question, or how it began, or how it started or ended, whatever, in the second book. I like to drip feed a little bit. Now, I don't like to like tease too much. I will, do things, but I don't want to come up with everything from like in the get go and everything, because it's just, that's info dumping, in my opinion. That's lore dumping. No, let it breathe, man. Let it just, if the people are gonna have their questions like, oh, I wonder how this, and then they will be treated to like, oh, this is the thing. This is the thing that he was talking about in the first book or the third book. I want people to be like that. It's so much better that way than, oh, you know, uh, I can't really explain it. You just have to wait and see, and just, you know, I use it as a way to make sure that things are, at least that I can, the AI can see that things are cohesive and there's no problem. Then I give it to the editor, and now I also check it. I reread my books, like, guys, my first book, I probably reread that damn thing 5 times, and that's nearly 600 pages long. That book is nearly 600 pages long, and I reread that book probably five times. Hell, I still reread parts of it just to remind myself, okay, what was going on in this chapter again for this specific section where this character was talking about this? Okay, got it. Cool. I do that. Especially when when Google has this notebook, it's called Notebook LM, and it summarizes. It's cool. It's a cool feature that it reads it out to you at times, but you gotta be very specific. And even then, it won't touch upon everything. No, as a creative, it's my duty to know my work, or at least try to remember everything about my work. Yes, I may need notes. Yes, I type in notes to run myself. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget where I place those notes. That's the point of being a creative. Because then when you, I'm about to curse, then when you mess up and people point out to it, you can say, "Hey, look, sorry, I actually meant to, I've actually meant to correct this, and I totally just messed up on that part. But look, how about this? How about I make another book? This time I actually, give you what what you guys were seeking for, and it'd be pretty cool. And just things happen, man. Rewrites happen, and I'm not trying to pull a George Lucas or anything. It's just the nature of it, man. I'm not like this grand author who's like, oh, I know everything. My thing is so perfect. I'm better than Stephen King or whoever, blah blah blah. No, it's just I'm human, dude. I'm gonna make mistakes. That's the beauty of it. I'm gonna make mistakes, and you guys are gonna like, oh, look, he didn't put a period there, haha. He forgot to put, it's just I want people to see that people are gonna see that, like, man, there's actually some mistakes in here, and I think that's gonna be a big thing too, where people are like, man, you people might be able to tell, like, man, this is so AI, like it's too perfect, it's too perfect. Meanwhile, people are actually like, oh, hey, this is actually human made because he doesn't have a period there. There's a word missing here, and all right. I'm gonna get to the comments. I'm sorry. I'm just uh, 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 okay. I use it to envision concepts like, what does this sword look like? Okay, and that's fine. I'm not gonna get on you. I'm not gonna get on people. Look, wherever you do on your own time, as long as it doesn't affect me or my family, go ahead. That's you. That's you. Some people need that. Some people do need to have AI, and I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna pretend like, oh, AI is bad. No. If anything, okay, water's bad for you. But I understand. I understand. Look, when it's used to extreme amounts, that's unhealthy. It is. But if you need it just to, give you a little jump start, okay, cool. I just look. I think people are just. I don't know how the future's gonna pan out, y'all. Especially with AI. I know it seems like we're living in some concerning times. I won't lie. But it's just, look, dude, we still have opportunities. We shouldn't be getting so up in arms about things we know is going to actually happen. They've been using AI for a long time, but it wasn't up to par how it is now. Hell, it still isn't up to par. It's gotten a lot better within the last 4 years, but it still is. It's still making mistakes. It still can't capture the human essence of things. It can't. That's going to be a great divider right there. My friend wanted to publish a life advice book using ChatGPT. I mean, look, to each their own, I guess. To each their own. I'm not gonna hate the player. I'm not. And I just look. If that's what he wants to do. If that's what people want to do. Go ahead. But I know where I'm standing at. I'm just using it as a tool. That's all I'm gonna be using it as. There's no way in hell I can have something just write something for me and then I publish it. I That's just not me. I like to be in control from day one, baby. I'm like, it's just like with the professor from Powerpuff Girls, sugar, spice, everything nice, and then chemical X. That's that little mistake right there. Oh no, that's a typo. Everything, and then just even there's beauty in that mess. There's beauty in the mess. All right. I think one big issue is how easy I speak. I think one big issue is how easy AI skips things like it can totally skip crucial. Yes, it skips. It skips. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the Notebook LM. It skips over my stuff for my own book, and I'm like, no, you can't just go over that. That's actually crucial because it ties into what happens towards the end. You know, it's just things like that. But you know, hey, look, is I used it more as like an ego, like to feel my ego a little bit. Like, yeah, that's right. This is cool, isn't it? We all have our own styles. That we do. That we do, Fox. Most of the time, I see the AI art and start drawing in my style because at the end of the day, AI will always be used as a tool. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Human error is more honest. Hey, it's truth. Funny, we do live in times where we have to differentiate human error from AI. Pretty progressive. I look, man. We live in some interesting times. I will say that. All right, so after this, right here, we're gonna get to the first intermission where I combine the two arcs because if you guys look at the original, they're separate, and people, and you know that's where people get confused. Hell, I even thought, you know, when I thought about it more, I was like, man, I'm so in over my head that I think people understand, and I was like, no, they need a story that builds, and so that's why I was. Anyway, we're getting into it right now.
For weeks, Zenexoskia performed her duties as abbess of the waning cathedral with perfection and hidden purpose. At last, she convinced the bishop to release her on a solitary mission to purge an infested mine in the remote border town of Eladario. When she arrived, the locals refused to speak about what ailed them. Every priest turned away. Every soldier found urgent duties elsewhere. Only one brave soul stepped forward, a mercenary that carried a sword and shield. Together, the abyss and the sellsword descend into the hazardous black shafts where the stone itself pulses like something is alive. Zenexoskia didn't cross half a continent to simply save Eladario. She came to make certain the things sleeping beneath it would return home with her. I was beginning to pantser that person would want to escort an abyss to a place like this. Bon group of people gave me concerned looks, but I'll be quite all right. Nuisances like these deserves to be sans but exterminate. Bon protector, I confide that you'll help me destroy these mines once we locate the important material. No? It's how efforts they can be. Have you ever seen Gulkon jump to their deserts, protector? Pardon? I get rather emotional when I see a benned blackness below. It repels moi of troubling times. It aims to volley your vie, protector. I know you could dispose of this one. Jusila, mon cœur. Combien de temps cela fait-il? Tu m'as manqué. You have très bien, protector. You have reunited mon cœur at moi, and now I will occur bon favor so you for fertility. Lieutenant, repel when I said you'll let me destroy these mines, no? Rapide vrai, protector. Nous avons beaucoup to obliterate.
That's another money shot right there, by the way. One of the money shots. But anyway, I freaking gosh, dude. Zensakia with that sword, bro. That's going. I trust me, y'all. I have something really nice lined up with like, oh, we're you know like this sword like it just comes out of nowhere, and again, this is where you're starting to see more like what she's like. This is where like, oh, she's not just a sexy, you know, just a sexy cat girl. No, there's more to her. She's doing some magic. She's doing dude. She's taking out goblins with just her hands. So this is where, oh gosh, dude, I love it. I love it. Anyway, oh hey Neff, I watched Pews be invited to WIT studio. WIT, what does that stand for? And marvel at the anime creation system as a whole. Even if AI does get amazing, that true human borderline magical artistry gets lost. Yeah, it does. It does. We're gonna be. I I truly believe that people, they're gonna be so sick of AI that they're just like, look, I will pay more. I will pay more just to see something that's made by humans, or at least a majority of humans, and just a little bit of AI, just to be used as a tool. I'm not saying that would be a lot of people, but it would. I think it could become a niche in a way. I think it could be. Could be wrong. I hope I am wrong. WIT. And WIT equals anime studio behind Attack on Titan. Oh, that's why. Because I haven't watched them. Well, I seen Attack on Titan, but I'll be honest. I'll be honest. When I first watched Attack on Titan, I felt so sick because it just my brain was like, oh, people eating people. I was physically sick. I was like, I can't watch it, dude. I can't. Even then, I still can't do it. Even then, I still can't do it. But it's crazy how the stuff I come up with, I like, oh yeah, this is cool. But when I watch it on my note, I can't do it. I get sick for real. So I watched Pews being invited to WIT studio. That's cool. I never really was a PewDiePie guy. I never was. I'm still am more of a Markiplier. But I do have like 2 or 3 videos saved in one of my playlists where they were just like, okay, look, it's undeniably I had fun. I was entertained by those 3 videos. I was like, yep, I'm keeping them. And this is like back in the early 2010s. So I was just, yeah, man, I miss those days. I miss them. So I kind of wanted to add more French dialogue to it, and obviously I had AI help me with this because I wanted to understand, like, like, okay, how, break it down to me. What does this word mean in this context, and yada yada yada. And it's funny how like I'm now I'm now like typing some like French words whenever she's saying, and it's I will say that AI has helped me in that front when I'm just typing in the French words and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, look, that's cool. I got this. I know what this means now. I can type this in. So, I mean, that's one cool thing that AI has helped me with, dude. Zen's not just another pretty face. Yeah, same thing with Gehenna. Gehenna is not just another pretty face. Uh, they mean some business, some business. PewDiePie may have the most subs on YouTube to my recollection, but I didn't feel drawn to his videos like that. Same. I just, again, I've always been more of a Markiplier guy. Then if it wasn't Markiplier, it was the Vandals crew. Yeah, dude, it's just, and if it wasn't Vandals crew, it was heck, it was Sandy, the people who made Sandy not included, or Smosh, old school Smosh. I mean, that's what that man. That shows you how old I am. So I won't lie. Good money. This was a good shot right here. I love when Neff like draws her in her full, and you just see at this angle too. This was such a good angle. You just see her body. It's just, dude, this is so luscious. This is perfect, bro. Like, I just want to grab a hold of. Well, let's just say I can't be. Let's just say I want to grab a hold of something and just. But I know that if I do that, I'm gonna die easily. This was another one. This is again adding fan service here. I obviously I'm a big I'm very big with adding fan service, and I told Neff I think I told Neff this. I could be exaggerating. I like to exaggerate. It makes the story a lot better. uh, Told Neff that, hey, when she's leaning over this railing, make sure to give her that the good assets. Make this little cloth right here just a little more thin. There's so many good shots, honestly, with this. I was just very impressed with Neff. There's just so many good shots, dude. I use this one a lot, though. This right here, damn. Where are you at? Right here. This was gonna be this guy right here was gonna be a reference to Fear and Hunger, and I was heavily considering if he, that loincloth right here should have, like, you should see his massive meat come out. Not for this, not for YouTube, but for the actual uncensored version. That I was playing an uncensored version. I was just like, nah, it's okay, it's all right. Let's just have a regular orc troll, whatever the hell it is. Just being the mine shafts, and just have a giant club. There you go. I was for real gonna make a Fear and Hunger reference. I remember when I first saw that and playing the game, I'm like, what the? Let's see. Yeah, I remember. I remember Ode Smosh too. Remember Ego Raptor? No, I don't remember. I mean, I was obviously there with old school YouTube when it began, but I have my own little thing that I remember most, like that. I would watch the freaking G mods. That's what I would mainly watch, G mods. I would just watch them, especially like the Left 4 Dead G mod. Laugh aloud. Yeah, laugh aloud, like those enemies. God, we're good. We're good off his family jewel. Yeah, I know. It won't be the first time though that I did some. I have put some questionable things in there into my stuff. I'm like, what is this guy on? Well, I didn't take the Stephen King route. Let's just say that. If you know, you know. Now this right here. Oh, damn, I hate what this right here. This is going to be a big factor of things too. It's just, I don't want to say too much. Maybe you guys already know, if you've been following me for a good while. Maybe you already know what's going on with this. But yeah, keep an eye on that. Dude, there's so many good shots in this. This was so cool too. I love the first person. I'm so glad that I decided that I want you guys to actually just be in there, like just take on these different roles. This is so good. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to it.
To obliterate. After saving Olidario and reclaiming her Moncure, Zenexoskia returns to the cathedral. She kneels before the bishop in the candlelit nave and proposes a quiet yet reasonable arrangement. Let her take full stewardship of the waning cathedral. The aging bishop had spent weeks dreaming of those golden-slit pupilled eyes. The word yes was already forming on his lips before she finished speaking. Lovesick and trembling, he drafted up a decree that very night and officiated it. Zenexoskia smiles the way a cat smiles at a bird with a broken wing, though the bishop had other ideas. Everything is now finalized. My thanks to you, Bishop, for making this rev come true. Now this cathedral is rightfully mine. Ah, bien sûr. You desire a repayment for all your efforts. I suppose I'm not above repaying les debts. Perhaps you mistook my kindness as an open invitation to satisfy your flesh. In that case, I too must sate my own desires, for I don't take kindly to those who transgress.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's where originally, the third episode with third episode, geez. Third page is to show like, oh, it's not just a regular cat girl. She got 3 freaking eyes. There's something going on with her. But obviously when I made the mercenary or the reclaim arc, I should say, the reclaim arc, that's when I was like, okay, we're gonna delve more into what she can do and what she is. So then when I decided to do the compilation, I was like, okay, look, Bishop Bishop arc episodes 1 and 2. They're gonna be first. We're gonna have an intermission. Then we're gonna do the whole reclaim arc as one big thing, and then we're gonna finish off with the third episode of the Bishop arc, which in the role, you guys be in the role of the Bishop, you basically die because she told you before. She told you before, and you didn't listen. She told you before about, hey, wandering eyes will lead to wandering hands. And what happened? What happened? What happened? Hmm. And of course, Gehenna comes in. They're like, and people, I want, first timers to be like, what the F is going on? Where does she come from? But had Neff, I had Neff look at this. I was like, look, I want the symbol right here to be showing, and I want this symbol to be here showing. Now, if you look at her forehead, you can't really see the symbol, but it's the same symbol as this. It's the same symbol as this. What's going on here? Golden, oh, dude, I love gold. Yeah, golden. I would definitely go that route. I would definitely do the golden guy route. There's camp. Just, it's perfect. It's perfect, dude. Worth it. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Sure. Sure enough. What do you think? Inspiration for the third eye. Just because, honestly, just because I wanted her to not be a normal cat girl. And honestly, she doesn't just have 3 eyes. There's eyes right here too. If you look at the tail, she has eyes there too. So I just, at first I wanted to do like the whole Eldritch thing, but I was like, I'm kind of tired of the Eldritch stuff. I want her to be something more, but I can't really say. Because I have no word for it. I just want something more. Also, how you come up with her design? You mean the redesign, or you mean the redesign, right? Well, I explained earlier. Maybe you missed this. With the redesign, I wanted her to retain the sexy nun, but I wanted it to be a little more official. I wanted it to be more commanding, to be honest, but not so much where. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, especially Bloodborne. But yeah, I was looking at that too. Fun fact: Neff and I are big Bloodborne fans. Even though I'm leaning more towards Elden Ring because Elden Ring was Elden Ring is my second launch night, or is it my first? Have I midnight release? I mean, have I done a midnight release? I don't count Pokemon because I wasn't there for Pokemon. I wasn't there to buy Pokemon. I was with a friend. My friend wanted to go there. I didn't care about Pokemon. I don't care about Pokemon. So yeah, Elden Ring. Yeah, I think so. I think Elden Ring is my first midnight release. Uh, okay. I did miss it because I'm in between. Oh, okay. Hey, man, that's all right. I understand. And I apologize for that. Kind of sound a little rude there, but yeah, I just wanted something cool. I just wanted something sexy and cool, and gave enough of the references of it. And I say, hey, look, let's, I kind of like the little flap. between legs and all that, because I think that shows off the legs, right? And I mean, look, hang on. I don't need to explain it. Let me just show you. It's better to show and tell. It's better to show you guys. This works. This works. I want her legs to be shown. I want some cleavage. I a little bit of stomach. Nothing too bad. I mean, heck, women love this type of design too. They do. I was doing something very tasteful. I mean, is it better than the original design? In a way, yeah. In a way, but this is an upgrade. I mean, this obviously is an upgrade, but it's just I just wanted something that was just very fitting for her. And of course, kind of goes into like this whole thing like real world religion. And it's just like, oh well, they're think of people like usually when you see with these mainstream fantasies that the religious people, they are all covered up and that's fine and everything, but it gets a little boring, gets a little bland. And I'm just like, look, this is my world. I like good looking characters. And if they choose characters choose to wear certain something, okay, cool. It's not really gonna be questioned. Now, they may be insulted by another character who's jealous or something, but I mean, I just look. It's my stuff. People got a problem with it. Hey, guess what? Sorry, you're not the target audience. That's what people would say to me. That's what people have said to me. Oh, it's not for you. Go make your own thing. Well, guess what? I made my own thing. Now you guys are crying about it. Not you guys. Talk about the weirdos. The California weirdos. I'm sorry, California. I'm dunking on you guys too much today. Nah, you're good. I'm really liking the stream. Think I'm gonna try catching more. Hey, man, I appreciate that. I don't stream as often, but I'm really glad I'm able to do this with y'all. Okay, so cool. All right, so we did all that, right? So we watched the whole compilation of it and just want to see my 10 out of 10 work. But oh yeah, that's another thing I should do. I need to start doing. I do need to put a translation there for you guys as well for when in here, like, hey, this is what this means. This is what she's saying. I don't want to do too much though, because I don't want to treat you guys like kids. You guys obviously understand what's going on. So, also, my boy Neff right here. If you guys want to subscribe to him, this is his stuff right here. Stuff right here. And honestly, I'm very thankful that you guys got me. Well, maybe you guys already got him up to over. I don't know where he was originally for subscribers wise, but I definitely know he wasn't 17. So he's been getting some love from you guys. So hey, him and I definitely appreciate that. And we're nearly up to 1,000 on my end, so that's crazy. I never really thought. I'm not doubting myself or anything. I just never really gave thought about it. Like, oh yeah, I'll have nearly 1,000 subscribers, and it's so cool, dude. It's very telling, just what you guys want. Okay. Oh, come on, hurry up. Let's go. Load up. I thought about doing the ASMR videos, like showing it to you guys, but you guys can listen to that on your free time if you want to. Oh yes. We were talking about Devil May Cry earlier. Damn. This right here, that's another thing, but hold on. Let me come back to that. I gotta stay on course. Traffic. That don't make no sense. Stay on traffic. Stay on track. this is what began it. This is what started, like, this is what got, like, launched me right here. And this is the original voice actress too. Ah, dang it. All right. How big you want this to get? I'm not gonna say I want it very big because I don't think I can handle all that. I want to say pressure, but I don't want to be too distracted and blinded by so many things. It's like the internet, I treat it like the internet. Like, it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to get distracted and lose focus, and then you start. Then I start producing stuff that are just very like, what the f is he on? What is he on? On drugs or something? Like, this doesn't make sense. I at least I don't even need it to be big. I just need it to work. I need it to work to the point where people are actually funding me for it, and I'm giving the people what they want. It'll be nice, yeah. It'll be very nice to try to make it my main income. That'll be very nice. But the thing is, though, I gotta say, grounding in reality. Even if even if I do make it, me and Neff make it, I think I would definitely be the type to still, hey, like, look, yeah, I got this going on. This is my main income, but I'm still gonna, I'm still gonna go to work. To be honest, just because I have plans. I have plans. I can't rely on just one stream of income. If that, this is me just expanding on, like, you asking that question. This is me kind of going expanding it. It's just like, look, I can't really rely on it that much. I'm not saying it's going to fall down and all that. There's just, look, what the internet has showed me, especially with these creators and such, is that there's going to be some off days, and those days can turn to weeks, and those weeks can turn to months, and those, it just depends on how well things go, and I'd rather and I'd rather have different sources of income. I'd rather just have that, because therefore, when I have those different sources of income, I can do so much. I can do so much more for people. And I'm not just talking about the fans or the audience. I'm talking about the people I work with as well. I have an obligation. I want you guys to understand this. I have an obligation to make sure that, as leader, of these projects, it is my obligation to make sure that I pay my people on time, and that I treat them with the utmost respect, and that they are also a big part of these projects. And I'm not just talking about, oh, this is what you're going to be doing. No, I want their feedback. I don't want yes men. I don't want drones. I want people who can actually provide value, who can actually give me, like, a certain different types of perspective. That's who I love to work with. And if you don't have that, and I'm not asking for much, if you, as someone who's talented, if you don't have that, and you're just, you can't just use your brain and think. And I'm not calling people stupid. I'm just saying, like, if you just have that inability, I can't work with you. I can't. Yeah, you may have the talent and all that, but if you can't provide me for what I'm really looking for, where this is a good, this is a partnership, I don't want to. I just don't want to deal with you until, you know you're ready. And the same thing goes to me. Some people may, like, hey, this happened to me before. This happened to me before, where I got a little egotistical. I got a little egotistical with a voice actress, because I thought she, like, oh yeah, I got this voice actress now. Heck, I even did it with a voice actor. A man and a woman. Where, like, oh yeah, I got this. I got these people. I could give them an offer they can't refuse. Only for me to, oh, they refused it. And I, unfortunately, that bridge I wouldn't say it's burnt, but it's collapsed. And it wasn't me being nasty or anything. It's just I was just in over my head. Even when it didn't work out, I was still being I was still being professional as much as I can. I wasn't calling people like, "Oh, you're a B, you're a C, oh, whatever." No, dude, that's not how you do it, man. I learned from that. It's been nearly 10 years. Well, halfway. It's just half a decade, man, doing this, dude, and I've learned a lot. Still learning. It's all about, hey, respecting people's boundaries, dude. Some people some people don't like what I work on, and that's fine. I say, and that's why I have these different projects, or I'm using these different projects because they may like, look, I don't want to be part of this project, but I don't mind being in this one because this one doesn't, doesn't have the very adult themes. That's fine. That's cool. It's all about adapting. It's all about evolving. It's about changing. Not trying to do this whole corporate speak of like, oh, for the modern audience. No, it's for the audience. The people who pay, the people who watch, the people who read. I don't even want to say consume because that's me insulting you guys. You guys are not consumers, you're customers, you're fans, you're audience members, bro. I hate that. I hate when people say, "Oh, the consumers." Hate that. It just makes you sound like you guys are mindless. You're like pigs or something. You just mindlessly eat the slop. No, I hate that, dude. I hate that. You guys are customers because customers, the difference between a customer and a consumer. A customer decides what they like and don't like and go on about their day. A consumer is the person who just it's the person who gets excited and happy over a new product over and over again, and they'll just buy it, and they'll keep on buying it just because, oh, it's part of the brand. I gotta get it. Sorry, guys, that's a little bit of a rant. Uh, uh, uh. Okay. I may pop off randomly if work picks up, but having a good time is subbing. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it, and that's a good view to have. Man. Yeah, man. Got. Hey, just gotta do what I gotta do, man. I gotta be reasonable. I gotta be. It's all about treating people with respect, man. Okay, so this is the second comic. There I go again with that. This is the second dub that I uploaded, and this is the dub that changed everything. Where it made me think. This is the basically it started making me think. Well, do I want to do commentary anymore? Because I don't want to really talk about this stuff, and I have this avenue now where people really love this. So this is based on my. I don't want to say canceled project. It kind of hurts me to say it. Yes and no, it's canceled, but again, this is revised. It's being revised, and this is based on my stuff called uh Nightfall Eldritch. Nightfall Eldritch. Let me show you guys something. Actually, oh, maybe. Oh, can I do that? Actually, let me see. Maybe it'd be easier if I do this. I can't just do this. It'd be easier. Dun, 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 dun. Aha! Okay. Opening up that image. All right, I gotta be very careful what I show you guys. Well, I'm just only gonna show you guys the cover, actually. Share screen. I'm just gonna show you guys just the cover. Nightfall Eldritch. This is what it looks like in full. This is actually a kind of redesigned, or yeah, a redesigned cover, because the cover was different. It didn't look too different. It was just the font style and the coloring, especially with the names and stuff. And look who we have here, the Beastly Shepherd. I'm telling y'all, she's a wild one, y'all. One of my favorite wild girls. Party girl, maybe not, but she's a true beauty. Mm, luscious. Anyway, sorry. This is when what me and Neff were originally working on. This Nightfall came to be when I'm trying my best to remember. It started like in winter of 2023, I think. If not 2023, maybe spring of 2023. And we actually completed the first chapter of it. And we got to the second chapter, and I was just like, you know, I wasn't like, I'm trying my best to articulate, man, but I'm going back a couple years. I didn't like want to give up on it. It was more of like I wanted to pivot it and focus on what is really getting me attention and stuff, and what I believe will actually work. And it's just when I was looking at like the like what it takes for like a volume to be made, I was committed, definitely committed. But Neff sent me videos of this channel called Starfish Face, and she was breaking down. She's a expert. I highly recommend Starfish Face if you guys want to get into web comics or do comics and stuff in general. Just what she said was that it's better to start off small than it is to work on this big project, because then you can have these one-offs, and these one-offs can actually turn into a big project. Because with these one-offs, I mean, they would, like if one of them or two of them succeed, they'd be like, they want more of that. So that's what you get. Obviously supply and demand, right? So I wasn't getting much traction with this. I mean, we got numbers, we got views, but it just wasn't doing it. And I just said enough. Like, look, man, we're just gonna have to cut our losses, and we're gonna have to pivot. We're gonna have to do something. What we knew at the time was that Zen was big. People love Zen more than the Beastly Shepherd. And obviously, you're probably wondering, like, who's this guy over here? He's very prominent too. He's very prominent. I won't say too much, but it does. Let's just say this guy's involved in Zen's Cathedral as well. And I made well, I'm sorry, I'm just everywhere because I'm really trying to think. I did make a physical copy of this Western manga, I like to call it. It's actually on my shelf, and it's the only one that I was just gonna be the only one that's going to be in existence, especially what the stuff I put in it and everything, and just it fueled me in a way where, like, yeah, I want to continue this, but I can do better. Where I can I can make the story, I can change up the story and stuff. Maybe originally the story is supposed to be this way, but now let's focus on one character and just let it have it build up to something. And that's where I'm at currently with this. Hopefully I'm explaining this. I'm making sense here. I know I'm everywhere with this, but just to simplify it, to summarize it, is that Nightfall Elders is no more because in its place there's a new version of it, and we're again building up to it slowly. Again, there's gonna be a lot of similarities, but there's gonna be huge plot differences. I assure you. Now, if I, will I see fruition of it? Hey, only God can decide. Only God can decide if it should be a thing. If that should happen, and obviously you guys as well. And so far, you guys have been very receptive of it. But this is where the second dub is coming from. Is coming from this project, this original project. Uh, Looks great. Oh, thanks, Devante. So I'm gonna click off of there and go back to this. Haha. Okay.
Nice seeing you again. So that's it, huh? No more feuding with Bonehead? Hard to believe. It's hard to believe because I have a revelation. For a few days, all has been quiet. Luckily for you, I figured out that your friend is alive. Isn't that quite the reveal? Hey, don't eat the messenger, you know? Besides, what do I gain from lying other than death? Hey, you're going to need some help this time around. I have a bad feeling about what's to come. You hear? I'm serious. Something is up and it's got my hair standing. Consider gathering a few allies just in case. Good boy.
So right there, then and there, third eye and everything, and again, wanted to show that even then, like, hey, she's different. It's not what you think. Now, this actually, now that I'm remembering more, let me get that out of here. Let me give you the best page, the best view. Give you guys, come on. So this originally was 9 pages long with this prologue, and this is before I was even thinking about doing like it turned into a chapter really, but I was like 9 pages. Oh yeah, okay, that's cool. We experimented with it, and it kind of got some eyes, but it was okay. So this is before I started doing the dubs, and when I was finished with the chapter, like actually getting all the all everything drawn and everything, that's when I was like, okay, look, let's do dubs because these comic dubs I've been seeing, these manga dubs, they've been people really love them. So upload the first one. First one was okay. It reached the expected views, but then this one just man, she did numbers for a reason. Of course, it's the original design. Now, this obviously is a different voice actress. She's great, dude. She is honestly great. If you watch my earlier dubs, she voiced most of the female characters, and you won't be able to tell it's her. That's how good she is. But I was kind of humoring myself a little bit yesterday when I was taking a shower, and I was just like, man, I actually do kind of want to do a dub where it's the original Zen meeting like redesigning the new Zen, and it's just the two actresses just bickering to each other like, oh yeah, well I'm the real cat girl, I'm the real Zen Sakia. I was kind of thinking about that. I think that would be pretty cute, to be honest. uh, but that may or may not happen. But I think that would be a pretty fun idea. Just having two different Zens, just then like what kind of like unifies them is that right here. Okay, where's he at? Where's my boy? This is the Daemonite. A Daemonite obviously they're obviously partners. And I love this page right here. I love this little panel. I mean, with her just going around him. That's how she is. That's how she originally was. I mean, she still has that that energy to her, but lately I haven't been showing it because I'm working more on the storyline stuff, but obviously she's very different when she's with the man she loves. and I just with Damon Knight, I mean, it's just you kind of, let's just say that I hope you guys are paying attention with why I'm talking about him and how this kind of connects with Zen's Cathedral, because then you might actually start, you guys may actually know, like, okay, I think I understand what's going on with why she went to this one place with the mercenary and everything. So maybe it's starting to add up. How do you find your voice actors? Fiverr. Now I do also do I also go into the ASMR tab as the pages as well, and that's how I found two of my that's how I found a voice actor and a voice actress before. I really love how they told a story and their voice work, and you know that's how that's how I honestly search right there. ASMR basically ASMR actors and Fiverr. Classic and modern, yeah. Yes. Retro and upgrade. Yep. Mm-hmm. Dude, yeah, I should do that. That sounds like such a fun idea. No, I'm the real Zensakia. No, I'm Zensakia. You're fake. And then like just have it end like with the Damon Knight. Just which it's like we only he can like decide who's the real one. It's just Damon Knight's like uh, I can't. I'm so sorry, y'all. That's such a great idea. But anyway, this was the thing that changed everything, guys. Right here. So grateful for that. And yeah, if you guys see some weird stuff on my on like videos I watch, don't be surprised. You guys know exactly how I'm like. Okay, so let me do this for a second. So I'm gonna go to my playlist, and I've also made obviously I made playlists of like my different dubs and stuff. And I kind of lined, if you guys look at my playlists and stuff, you see like I have it lined with like 2025 vids, 2024 vids. I was reorganizing stuff like that. And I honestly think that I just wanted to make it easier for you guys, to be honest. Make it easier for myself to find things. But there's this, damn, hang on. But there's this playlist I have called Nocturnal Blood Rain, or NBR for short. And this is me going back to the whole Devil May Cry stuff. Yes, I was definitely inspired by Devil May Cry. I was inspired by Devil May Cry too with making Nights Fall, but you can tell it's more like the Berserk and Evil Dead type stuff with a little bit of Golden Guy as well. So with this right here, however, I didn't really plan for this like to be like a big like a dub or anything. I just wanted to make it just for the hell of it with Nev. And Nev was like, Nev's pretty cool about it. And so these characters I made, like, well, I didn't draw them, but obviously I had them be drawn like years ago. Now there is one I didn't have be drawn actually. There's one I actually won from a from a raffle actually. And I'll be sure to tell you guys. But here.
Dracu Dante Damascus, head of Damascus Protection Services, an expert in handguns, swords, and supernatural tactics.
Phasing through walls, you say? Not new for their kind, but it's rare.
Drusilla Saren Seraphine Rivette, vampiric witch of Clan Marquis Abyssal, wields pyrokinesis and other magics as the feared enchantress.
No. It won't be a problem at all. I've been doing this service since before legislation took place.
Anariath Saren Damascus, their youngest daughter, a blend between her parents' weaponry and magical skills. A party girl, even when she battles dark forces.
We'll be there sooner than you think. If there's one, there's bound to be a gang of them. Until then, stay put.
Derzerith Res Athan, half-devil exile from Clan Mark Abyssal and the Damascus family, excels in versatile weaponry, healing, and defensive magic.
See you all soon.
All right, so you guys can. Whoa, slow down, babe. Nature. Oh no! But you guys can. You guys can obviously tell where Oh, this is more like Devil May Cry. Obviously, I mean, Devil May Cry 3 right here with the phone, dude. Yeah, just got that Chantress. She was so. How did I make? I don't remember. I just wanted. Now Neff didn't Neff made this. Don't get me wrong, Neff made this, but the characters were originally made. Most of the characters that were originally made, they were made by either Clue or Carmen Seth, and Carmen Seth deserves credit because he drew all three of these. He drew Dracu, Chantress, and of course Anareth originally, and designs. Told him, I was like, for Anareth for sure. I told him I wanted to mix with Dante from Devil May Cry 3. I wanted like a similar, just not too, just I didn't want it to be too obvious, but it'd be a good nod to like, oh yeah, it does kind of look almost like that and everything. So she's very muscular. I wanted her to be strong. Wanted her to be strong, but I didn't want her to be too buff. I wanted her to keep her femininity. I not if I had to think like a reference for her, like a build reference, it was the wrestler China. If you guys ever seen WWF or WWE, you know that China was she was very strong, but she kept her her frame and her body and just her build was just very feminine. It wasn't really masculine, not that I can remember, but I wanted something like that. I just wanted a perfect blend. Like, hey, this is obviously she's she's very different. She's not purely a vampire, but I was thinking like with the genetics of stuff, like again, this is just how I was thinking, like if two vampires reproduced, I don't think it would be a purebred vampire. I think it would be like more of a half devil, really. And just because it's just it's undead, but it's also like there's just the combining of two essences into one. It's just obviously she's going to be a bit more up top than a vampire. And so I'm not sure where I was going with the idea. I just said whatever, let's do it. I was like, I like her. But yeah, definitely got this. Now this right here, this little symbol, I don't care. I'll be honest. I thought it looked pretty sexy on her. The symbol stands. The symbol is definitely the Clan Mark Abyssal symbol, but why it's there? Well, I don't care. I just wanted it to be right there. To be honest, I do like how like there's like this little. it's not mascara. I'm not gonna call it mascara because this shows that she's like a witch basically that deals with pyrokinesis, and you see a little bit of that right there. And I just thought it would be a cool design just to have her eyes be like that, because when you're dealing with like blood magic in a way, it's just they have that. And there's like I had an idea of like there's different clans of vampires. Obviously, there's always going to be different clans of vampires, but the abilities will differ and stuff like that. It's kind of like what is that darn thing called? Is it World Darkness? The Masquerade. Yeah, Vampire Masquerade. Kind of like Vampire the Masquerade, now that I think about it. Then with Dracu, I think Dracu, honestly, Dracu is like, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much given like the past and everything. Just in case if I ever really like consider like doing heavily going down this route with Nocturnal Blood Rain, and just he was, I mean, obviously character evolution very different from the past self and present. He has a little bit of the Dante aspect to him with the personality and stuff. So I didn't want to be too. I'm sorry, I didn't want him to be too much like Dante, but I wanted him to be like, okay, Dante was a father and such and everything. Oh, I'm ignoring that message. Sorry, someone just texted me. No, not doing that. That should have already been done. Anyway, where was I at? Man, I really lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, guys. See, mad respect to Carmen. Dude's great. Yeah, yeah. Carmen is. I want Carmen to come back. I do want to work with Carmen. I can't do it right now. Not saying I can't pay him. I'm just more. It's more of like I don't want to wait a good while. I got a schedule I'm going with, and yes, he takes his time, but you definitely see just how well how well he is. I mean, I known him since 2020. I know him since 2020, and I thought his skills back then were good. Oh my gosh, I thought he was cool, like really good back then. But now, oh my, he's so much better. Like wow, dude, you beat your own. You like you ascended, bro. It could go either way to me. It could be like JoJo, where Dio is a vampire, but his kids are all human. So I don't know anything about JoJo other than some memes. Like some kiss kind of make up. Like some kiss kind of make. Oh, the band Kiss. Hell no. Hell no. Oh no. I do no. Do not ever say that. Kiss? Really? Kiss? Ugh. I'm not even. Look, I probably ruffle up some people's feathers now. How dare you talk bad about Kiss? Yeah, I do talk bad about Kiss. I don't care about Kiss. Just like I don't care about Metallica. I don't really draw inspiration from. I'm not ranting or anything, but I'm just doing this for the lols. But yeah, I could definitely. Yeah, it does kind of look like it almost, but way better on her. Way better. Or maybe Blade, where he's half vampire since his mom was bitten wild. Well, see, in it just having fun with like character design. Just I don't really need it to be like a huge reason. Oh, hang on, maybe the Crow then. With funny enough, I haven't seen the Crow yet. The original. I'm not watching the remake, or the reboot. I'm not watching the reboot. I mean the original. I haven't seen the original. I do want to see the original. I do. I just never got around to it. But yeah, I just love how this family. And originally they weren't supposed to be a family. The only two that I knew that I thought not thought, but I knew they were going to be together was Dracu and Enchantress. I knew they were going to be together, but I didn't know that Anareev was going to be her, be a thing, and I didn't know that. That's such a nice view. Anyway, I didn't know Dazariev would be part of the family as well. And Dazariev, I won her through a raffle. Anyway, sorry y'all. People keep messaging me like I'm gonna go do something for them. Nope. Like I said, that should have been done weeks ago. Anyway. Won her through a raffle. It was pretty cool. I had an idea for her. Again, the first iteration of her was different. Supposed to be like this scheming second in command to the princess, this underworld princess of Wrath and everything. But it was cool. I got some art of that. I can't really show it though because it's them in a lava hot spring, and obviously they're gonna be naked, and it's just them talking. Really, well, so the artwork's supposed to look like they're just talking, but she was more of like put on the fake smile, like just pretend and everything until what she really wanted and everything. So I didn't. It was like, okay, yeah, and she had like a nemesis too. I wish I should have her nemesis be drawn. It's no. I don't think it would be her nemesis anymore. I'm still working out, but she's a cool one too. Maybe one day I'll get her drawn fully. But Zarif I got from a raffle, and I want her to be the idol. I want her mainly to be the idol of my channel and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, that kind of switched up when Zen started getting more likes and everything. I'm like, okay, well, I guess Zen should be the main character of showing things and stuff. So I like to give Deserve some love here and there. She is a callback to the early days for me. But I didn't think they would all be a family. I just knew that Dracu and Enchantress would be husband and wife. Anareev became their youngest daughter, like way later on, and then Zareth as well became like the oldest daughter. So it was cool. It's kind of worked out. I mean, I looked at it and I'm like, man, they can actually kind of pass though to be their kids because the mom, Enchantress, she's blonde, and both girls, you can't really see because it's black and white, but both Zareth and Anareev, they're blonde. Just that, and also look at it more. She, Anareev looks kind of more like her father. So I was like, okay, that's where the build's coming from. The build is definitely coming from the dad. Well, Enchantress, and she shares some of Enchantress. She got the bust size and everything, but she's Zareth got more of her mother's build. So yeah, I was like, yeah, we can do that. So now this is where we transition to something different.
No people. Echoes don't thrive off of abandoned areas.
No, but this does have signs of foul play. That's because I already handled them.
Zareth, is that really you?
Daughter! Forgive my deception, but we need to meet.
All right, so, and I gotta say, the voice actors, again, this voice actress who did the original voice actress Zen did Enchantress's voice, and major kudos to AJ Sparks. AJ Sparks, oh, I'm so glad I found him. His voice is just one of a kind. I said, oh yeah, this is perfect. This is what I want Dracula to sound like. I want him to just have that masculine seductive tone, even though he's not trying to be seductive. And it just, I just, man, it just works. It works. Hold on. I'm going to read the comments now. Yeah, I know. I got to see it. Plus, YouTube is sensitive. Yeah, YouTube is. Try not to. I'm really trying not to curse. Try not to. Probably the mascot, much like Scorpion being in the face of MK, Liu Kang being the main character. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. The mascot. Yep. Reminds me of the villainous Enchantress from Thor comics. There's an Enchantress in Thor in Marvel. I thought there was an Enchantress in DC. That's the only one I know of. And even then, and it's very, very different from whatever that is. I didn't know there was an Enchantress in Marvel. Didn't know that. Then again, I don't care much about Marvel anymore. But yes, gotta give my boy the glasses, and of course, when you look at, them from the back, of course, right here, Enchantress rocking the Bloodborne vibe. You got the hat and everything. And I love the dynamic too. I mean, obviously, call back to Virgil and Dante, blue, red. I mean, come on, it works. It just works. And considering their past too, they were definitely like enemies to lovers. So, I guess I'll spoil it right there a little bit, but that's how much I'll say about it, is that they're enemies to lovers. So, good stuff. I think this is pretty cool too. Just great. And I love how this is a little Easter egg too. I know you guys don't know about this, but the coat that Anaref is wearing, that is her father's old coat. And so he literally just pats it down to her like, oh, here you go. I mean, it still looks good on her. It looks good just from the back of it, but it's just, she wears that with pride. She's such a daddy's girl. She is. She's a daddy's girl. And I love, got the sword right here. Just, dude, so many. Again, sword and a gun for Dracu, magic for Enchantress, and then the best of both worlds with this with Anaraev. And man, I love how Neff actually showed this dynamic right here. There's both, but I think you might get some good inspiration from that version. I don't know. I don't want to really. I mean, sure, I guess maybe, but I don't want to be diluted. Let's just say. I want to do my best to like keep it like DMC like. But you could be right, man. You could be right. Didn't notice the Virgil callback until you mentioned it, but the Dante influence is on point. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jackpot. I mean, I love this here. Younger sister, older sister. And there's a cool dynamic, too. With Nev usually likes to do this. Sometimes I catch it and sometimes I don't. But obviously, the older sister is above them. Oldest daughter, sister, blah blah blah, above them, and youngest daughter, youngest sister, is below. And I just think that's pretty cool. The horns aren't similar, and I didn't want to do like, oh, they're like twins or anything. I didn't want to be too cliche right there, but with her being and look at this. So you see this, right? You see this? You see this little white fur thing? Well, look who else got it. Again, you kind of see you see the resemblances, like who's a daddy's girl and who like who's like a mama's girl and all that. Like you see it. I just want little cool little things like that to happen. Especially I love this part right here. It's perfect. This is a callback to Neff's original design too for her. Now, I will say the two sisters, they do have a love for fashion as well. Especially when I show you one of the artworks for Desariev. She's definitely a fashion girl. There's so many like pictures of her that I have that shows different like it shows like what she wears differently and all that. Oh man, it's great. It's perfect. This is a good one right here too. Gotta show off the good old assets. But yeah, she's not lacking. But I do plan once I get everything ready situated, I will make a compilation of MBR, and it will just be one. It was just for now that I can think of in the foreseeable future. There will be one compilation, and I'll do my best to tie in. Like, okay, yeah, where's this? Where's it all coming from? Like how just do my best to connect it. But yeah, Desariev. Sorry, man. Whew. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing this one. I'm gonna show you guys that artwork of a Desariev. I got a couple actually. I have a couple. I just gotta make sure to be careful because you know the reason why. All right, cool. All right. Where is it at? It's not too far away. It's not too far down. Come on. Oh, how I hate Messenger. Well, this Messenger, I mean. Aha! Is this it? Nope. This is it right here. Yeah. This is it right here. All right, I'm about to show you guys this one. This is Desariev. That's Desariev in her little new outfit, and you can tell. And this is actually from an artist called Ifamar. I don't know if it's like the R and T or silent, but he does like alternate universe DMC sketches and stuff, and his stuff is so urban. And I love the gritty urbanness to it. And I came to him, I was like, dude, I'll definitely commission you if you take this, if you take Zeref and do like your own little version of her. And he's all right. So this is what we got right here. Honestly, this is very Desariev. This is very Desariev right here. I mean, I can see this being this is official in my opinion. This is official too. This is one of her official designs. Just a little glove hand. Just love it, dude. There's just so much attitude with this. And of course, people are like, oh, where's she has wings? Yeah, she has wings. And that's the thing too, I would say, is that with Desariev and Anareev, they have wings and tails and all that. They're selective with like what they want to show. So it's just, I kind of view it as like a light devil trigger, almost just a light devil trigger. So I just want to and that's more of the vampiric callback too, is some forms of media, like, oh, the vampires have the bat wings, and of course, got bat wings. So it's, again, wanted to have that connection where they have, that's, their parents are vampires. So again, half devils. Man, this is so good. It's just so good. I don't think Anna Reyes can be perfected because it's the way how Carmen did it. Carmen's version of Anna Reyes is the first version of her. I mean, this is the idea I had originally for Anna Reyes, is that with each style she obtains, clothing style she obtains, is to show the progression of her aging. Honestly, that's what I wanted to show. Especially, I kind of didn't want to show that with Res or Zariev, because just how she is, just like, look, it's just how she is. But with Anareev, just, yeah, she changes styles the older she gets. So I think that was pretty cool, and that's very Dante as well, because each iteration of the game, Dante has, went from like the little strap on his chest to DMC1 Dante with the red claw, and that's one of my favorite versions too. DMC1 Dante's design is so great. Like a Final Fantasy drawing. Yeah, it kind of looks like that almost. It looks like Nomura himself almost drew her and stuff. Yeah. The design looks so good. Yes, dude. Oh yeah. When I saw this, I was just, wow, you're perfect. Like, this is perfect. This is like, I can see her like this being like her street clothing, to be honest. I can see that being her street clothing. It's like her, or like a date, like she's on a date. And of course, you got the callback right here with the fur lining, and with the fur lining. It's just, I think that's always be a characteristic of her. Like, obviously, with Virgil, he got the blue ascot and all. Yeah, okay, cool. With her, it's always going to be like this darkish bluish, which again is like her mother. Her mother has that bluish tint. I get, it's just so good. I just love how how this stuff connects, and that's all thanks to like Neff and Carmen able to, even though it was unintentional. I'm just glad that at first being unintentional, but with Neff able to do this, and then I'm glad that this I can't pronounce his name, forgive me, but with this artist, he does it too, and it's just great, dude. Like, that's just one thing about her. She's always gonna have like this little fur lining on her. Or a new Devil Trigger every game. Yeah, and I'm thinking about doing something like that. I don't want to copy too much. I do want to have my own little spin on things. I do, but at the same time, it's like a love letter to Devil May Cry, though. DMC1, DMC2, Dante are probably favorite. Oh yeah. My favorite design of Dante is DMC1, DMC2. My favorite designs right there. I know everyone likes DMC3 Dante's design. I like his normal design, but I do not like his Devil Trigger. I hate his Devil Trigger design. And I think that was kind of blasphemous for me to say that, because people love the DMC3 Devil Trigger. I don't like it. I like DMC1 and 2's Dante's Devil triggers. I mean, it's just more fitting. I didn't like that robotic style almost to it with DMC3. I just didn't like it at all. I think DMC4's Devil Trigger is pretty cool too, if I'm remembering correctly. DMC5's Devil Trigger, it's okay. It's all right. I'll take it. I'll take it over DMC3 Devil Trigger design any day. But the Devil Trigger showed Dante's progression, going from relying on his dad's power in his first game to his own. Yeah, and you're correct. You're absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct about that. DMC4 Devil Trigger looks like a mature version of the one he had from DMC3. Am I remembering incorrectly then? I wonder. I gotta look at it again. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back. I gotta use the bathroom. All right. Okay. Ooh, much better. Where's that? Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. DMC4 Devil Trickles. Okay, no, I already read that. But I understand as a creative, we take inspiration and references from what we like and make it our own. Yeah. Again, I can't be truly original. I'm not saying, oh, I'm stealing people's ideas and trying to make no. It's just when you see references or little Easter eggs, whatever, you definitely know oh, this is what he's calling back. Every creative does that. Every creative. Not gonna be a scumbag. I'm definitely gonna openly talk about it. Yeah, this is what just like my book hang on. UC4 DT is like a drag. It's more, yeah, that's what I do remember. Dang it. I remember it being more like a dragon. That's what I think I liked about it. Again, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, let me show you guys something. Dang it! I keep hitting the wrong button, man. Something's wrong with me. Okay. Let me go back on the X. Okay, here we go. Gosh. All right. So I'll just do. Oop. Ha! Good thing I have something right there in front of it. That was my actual camera, y'all. That's exactly why I have stuff like that up there, just in case I accidentally do mess up. So with my I'm talking about Gods and Gods and Children Ran here, which is my debut novel, my first novel. This is just Carmen Seth, and I didn't put up the full picture because I was just trying to give it like a I was just trying to just have it all fit together. I'm not that tech savvy. I'm not, and Carmen Seth made all this great. You think this is him? You think this is his best? Oh no, he's way more better. He just put. I won't lie. He did put so much time and effort into this, but this isn't at his best. This is good. Don't get me wrong. This is great, but I've seen his best. Just he's like a Super Saiyan. When Vegeta says it's over 9,000. It's like that, but you're combined. It's more he reaches the god tier or whatever the heck it is. The dang it, I forgot what it's called when he has the white hair. But anyway, it's that's what I'm comparing Carmen to. And you see these characters. You got Randall here. Hell and Destruction, Purgatory, Insanity, and Heaven and Narcissism. The main driving factor of my book is Final Fantasy. Of Gods and Gods, Final Fantasy. Now, yes, there's a little bit of stuff here and there, but Final Fantasy is the main driving force because I love the Final Fantasy. That's obvious. But the thing is, though, when people read it, there's something there's something I kind of put in there subliminally, like you won't be able to like figure, like I wouldn't say like I want you to figure out, but you won't recognize until I actually tell you. And I base it off of Final Fantasy VI in a way. I base it off of Final Fantasy VI. Especially when you're looking at the name of the characters and stuff. Now there's no official names of certain of the final bosses within Final Fantasy VI, but it's just the way how it's go is symbolism to Dante's Inferno. And you got Hell and Destruction, which the Inferno, Purgatory and Insanity, which is Purgatorio, and then Heaven and Narcissism, which you get of the Paradisial. Yeah. And of course, those three, and then you got God, basically, in a way. So I just thought it was a neat little thing I could do. And this is stuff I planned for like 10 years plus, basically, but I didn't know I was gonna make it into a book until like 6 years ago. And I was just like, yeah, that's cool. They can, they're literally the children of Ragnarok here, so they're gonna be deities themselves. But the thing is, though, this is the big daddy right here. Going to the comments, like Kentaro Muro with Fist of the North Star and hit it. I can't pronounce it. With Berserk, almost like a chain. Wait, what the fuck? Am I having a stroke? Okay. I think I understand what you're talking about, Neff. I'm sorry, I'm being stupid. I'm trying to get into Final Fantasy to pull from some references for characters and canon fodder. Let me tell you, if you want some good ideas, go to Final Fantasy Versus 13 and compare it with Final Fantasy 15. You will see like great concepts from both games. However, Final Fantasy Versus 13 will be renamed or rebranded or remade into Final Fantasy 15. Just see how that is, dude. You will get some ideas. And that was kind of like a big driving factor too. Final Fantasy Versus 13. I love Versus 13. That should have, dude. I want to play that game. I love and hate 15. If you guys know anything about me too, is that I love and hate 15. I love Final Fantasy 15, but I hate it at the same time. And just seeing the glimpse, I'm glad it survived, but at the same time, it's just like it's not what I wanted though. I wanted Versus 13. And Versus 13 was supposed to be more of a darker Final Fantasy, which we just recently got a quote-unquote darker Final Fantasy with Final Fantasy 16, if you can even say that. But look at that, Fox. Look at that. You will get a lot of inspiration for that. Just seeing and I'm basically putting you into a rabbit hole too, to be honest, when you look into it and you delve into it, because there's so much that just was going on during that time period. Neff says, when you talked about I got it. I was just being slow. But one thing I love about I almost said it. One thing I love about Final Fantasy VI though, because other than it being my favorite Final Fantasy. It also represents Nobuo Matsu's best track. I'm not saying his most signature, his best track, because his signature one is obviously One Winged Angel. His best one is Dancing Mad. Dancing Mad. This is coming from a guy who never studied music. That I believe if I remember correctly, Nobuo Matsu didn't really study music like that. But for a guy who never studied music and was able to produce something like Dancing Mad, holy cow! I just Gods and Goddesses, Children of Ranrock here is basically a play on Dancing Mad. You listen to it, listen to the tears, and you identify which is which, basically, when you look at the characters. I made that book with so much love. I'm not saying I don't do that with all my stuff, but I made that book with so much love, y'all. I would what is? Let me see. Hold on. 21. I will write 21 pages a week when I was making this book. Yeah, or at least almost 21 pages a week. I will write 3 pages a day. Yeah, I will write almost or 21 pages a week, give or take. And when I got to the final scenes, the final parts of the book, guess what I was listening to? Dancing Mad. Because I wanted to feel it, man. I wanted to experience it. I wanted to be cohesive. Yeah, it's not going to be, and yeah, it's not perfect, but it's a beautiful, I will say it's a beautiful mess, and I love it. It's a beautiful mess, and I love it. And especially with this character, you want to talk about Zen? You guys want to talk about Zen being like a freaking, damn it, what do we call it? What do we call it? Not a model. Dang it! What? Damn, I'm so sorry, y'all. I am like thinking. I'm just trying to. A mascot. You want to talk about a mascot? Zen being a mascot. You know who could be a better mascot? Possibly be potentially a better mascot than her. It's Sandy right here. This boy, this man. It's Sandy Ranrock here strings. If you ever read it or if you have read it, he is a bundle of fun. There is a reason why I call him the god of entropy. It's just stuff that it's just stuff that happens, man. You just got to be ready for it. See, even Neff knows, my boy. Sandy is just perfect. He's oh my gosh, definitely top tier character, especially what he does in the books. And I'm not gonna spoil it to you. Yeah, you guys may have an idea, but I promise you, he's gonna be your favorite. There's great characters in the book, but I promise you, he's probably gonna be like your top favorite. King Fox Keenest Fox says, I'll check it out. Right now, I'm climbing up the ladder on the first 6 Final Fantasy. I already beat Final Fantasy 7 years ago. I played the original a bit. I'm on the second disc. And I'm at the Shinra Mansion, and I'm trying to get Vincent, and I messed up, and I rage quit. I messed up and I rage quit. I was like, nope, I'm done. Oh, why? No, yeah, a mascot. Yep. We already got that. Okay, so let me stop sharing for a bit. I'm not sure if there's anything else I want to show you guys for my my videos wise. There's some other things I do want to show you guys. I mean, would you guys be interested in like checking out the other project me and Neff were gonna do? We were thinking of doing with the Elden Ring because we both love Elden Ring. Would you guys be interested in that? See, I beat the game and didn't get Vincent. Not gonna lie, wish I got him. Yeah, I got Yuffie. Yuffie was a pain, but it was okay. But Vincent, oh, I knew I was gonna. And this is my first time playing Final Fantasy VII Original. I was using a walkthrough to help me. Like call like, oh, you're a fake fan or whatever, call it whatever it is. I was never a Final Fantasy VII fan. I respect it. I definitely respect it, but it would never be like Final Fantasy VI. It would never. And yeah, I'm trash talking Final Fantasy VII because guess what? Final Fantasy VII isn't the first Final Fantasy game to be 3D. Final Fantasy VI is. If you look at the demo, duh. Okay. Look, I'm getting hyped up now. I am a Final Fantasy VI fanboy. I am. Kefka Palazzo doesn't need to prove anything. Unlike Mama's boy over here, Sephiroth. Oh, mother. Like, get out of here. Oh, he has one wing. Oh, cool. Guess what? Kefka, sure, he may have multiple. But that's okay. He destroyed the world. He actually accomplished his goal. What does Sephiroth do? Hell, they need to do a remake in order for him to get somewhere close to that. And even then, it's not even the real thing because they decided to do this whole multiverse bullcrap. Had to play it for Cloud, Tifa, and Sephiroth. Now, Tifa, you gave me an idea, Fox. Fox, you really gave me an idea. I'm just thinking who I think could actually be a good fit for that attire, though. Who could be a good fit for that? I don't know yet. But I definitely want to put one of my characters into a Tifa attire. And I mean the original, not that Final Fantasy VII remake bullcrap where she has like sports bra. Nope. Okay. All right, so you guys will actually want to check it out. Cool. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's do this. Share screen. All right, let's do this.
It began with a supposed predestined outcome. It began when rejection forced itself. Unbeknownst to diverging paths, they inevitably could come to the same conclusion.
So me and Def were actually gonna do more of this. We actually plan to do this. I don't mind going back to it, but obviously we're using our original characters that we made for Elden Ring, and we were like, man, let's actually do our own little thing, like Dawn of the Forbidden Alignment, which was my guy was he was a rejected godskin. So I wanted to do something cool with that, dude. I just like, and of course I forgot what Ness was. I think it was that Rane. Was it a Neff? Was it a Rane follower or something like that? I could be wrong. I don't know if he's here right now, but we were trying to do something. And honestly, this is kind of what stems back to like the little bit of the problem I was having with the manga dub. I mean, with dubs in general, is that they're too quick. This is 34 seconds, man. It's like, come on, man. What you doing? What you doing, bro? You gotta at least make it at least 3 minutes long, at least. But we weren't thinking. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't being a good leader. Ooh. Again, I was learning from my mistake, but of course I got that weird freaking scion. Is that what it's called? A scion? This thing is so freaking weird, dude. But we wanted to align it with like, the beginning of the stuff, and this is where we're going, and the Queen Merida statue, and then course, obviously, yeah, we want to do something like that. All right. Okay. So, all right, that's it for my videos. I wanted to actually get into this one with y'all because I actually want to do some shout outs to some people who helped me and stuff, and also I actually want to show you some cool things too. There's this. Oh, got a message. Oh, nobody wants to deal with taxes right now. There's this here it is. Mine was Rhea Lucaria Misfit. Yeah. So yeah, basically rejected in a way. So there's this guy named Monte Sensei. Now I don't know if you guys are hip to him or not, but Neff got me hip to him, and it was just a video that I think Neff just saw, and he passed it along to me, right? And I was really digging this guy. I was like, this guy's actually pretty good. So, long story short, I actually ended up like becoming more and more part of the community, and to the point where me and him are actually like talking, and we're like sharing, like I share artwork with him, like, and talk about stuff. I'm not saying like we're friends or anything. We're purely creative acquaintances that have a similar goal where we don't like stuff being bastardized or being manipulated, and we love indie. We love indie. We want good stuff. We want to bring sexiness back, as a what's his name? They bringing sexy back. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just figured we just watch one of his videos because he brings up some good points. His editing is very cool. I wish I could do some editing. I mean I can, but I'll be honest, I'm lazy. I'm very lazy. But I don't think we're gonna watch the entirety of 19 minutes. I don't want to seem like I'm stealing content from him or anything. I just want to bring awareness. I just want to shout out Mountain Sensei because he's a cool guy. He's an excellent guy. He shouted me out multiple times on streams before, especially show my artwork. Neff's art, well, not my artwork. I mean my characters, Neff's artwork, and Karma's artwork, and Clue's artwork as well. He's a swell guy. So this is me. Just hey, I'm giving credit, man. This guy's awesome, and he recently just reached 10K. He recently, congratulations to him. Honestly, I honestly believe he should have more than 10K right now. He should be at least at 40. That's how good his stuff is, in my opinion. And I don't really like to miss his live streams. I think I missed one, and that's because I was really tired. But most of the live streams, I mean, majority of the live streams I've been on. So this dude is so cool.
Different character in the Japanese version compared to the English version. Like, what? I feel like that character in the movie that's been lied to his whole life and just now is discovering the truth. Like, Sword Art Online director believes Japanese anime has the potential to replace Hollywood, but focusing too much on global appeal could lead to failure. Kadokawa CEO emphasizes Japan-first approach to stories. You can create unique works by not marketing with the mindset of let's make a manga that will sell globally. Is it me, or is common sense finally becoming common again? First, we have Ano, the Evangelion director, sharing the same sentiment, saying the overseas audience must adapt to anime. And now Kadokawa and the SAO director are sharing similar opinions as well. I always say with these videos that I create that my goal isn't to change the mind of fake fans, tourists, or those who are ideologically captured thinking anime is problematic. I think they are a lost cause. But what I hope to achieve is that with these videos, they add up to something larger, making the voices louder of true fans to where it reaches these creators, whether it's veterans or new and upcoming creators, because for too long, the activist journalist class have had direct access to them and were able to drown out the voices of fans. But it seems that's all slowly changing, and thankfully so. And here's a quote from Ito himself, the SAO director. I get the impression it was actually when Aniplex acquired Crunchyroll in 2020 that Japanese anime started exploding in popularity across the globe, taking into consideration the WGA strike from a few years ago, which was so stupid.
Now, I also want to add something really cool about this, because as I went to a convention, I went to the first time being a seller. My first time being a seller at a convention was basically last year, and who was there? I mean, was none other than Shao Tucker. Now, if you know who Shao Tucker is in Full Metal Alchemist, the guy who voiced Shao Tucker was there, and I was talking to him. But I asked him a question about, like, hey, you obviously you've been in the industry for so long. What was the time, like, there was so many people, I've seen so many people come to a convention concerning anime, and he said it was during 2020. I said, what, 2020? He's like, yeah, 2020, that's when I saw a lot of people. And this kind of coincides with what the Sword Art Online guy is saying, and especially what Monte is reporting on, is that Crunchyroll in 2020 and the Japanese, but of course, what was going on in 2020, y'all? The bug was going on as well. So it's just amazing that how this, like, people, like, even though we're in different parts of the globe, we're all coming to the conclusion that 2020, this is when things started really changing for, like, the anime and stuff like that, man. It's very interesting. Demon Slayers is doing a pretty good job with that against Hollywood. Chainsaw Man as well, and of course Jujutsu Kaisen. I think I pronounced it right. Oh, and of course, well, can you honestly can we also say K-pop Demon Hunters? But I guess it's part of Hollywood in a way, I guess. But originally it wasn't going to be part of Hollywood, or wasn't going to be, because it was going through Sony. Sony was supposed to get it, then they sold it off to Netflix. So, I mean, I don't really count it as Hollywood K-pop Demon Hunters. I mean, just knowing how much that creator was rejected before going to Sony, then Sony rejected them, because originally K-pop Demon Hunters was supposed to have a theatrical release with Sony. So it's crazy to think, but hey, that also teaches you guys that, hey, perseverance and consistency is the key, definitely. And look, and of course, Sony, in their infinite wisdom, they pass up on yet another loss. I mean, on yet another win. They were supposed to get an easy win, but they have a track record of doing stupid stuff, dude. And especially when the animation is just as good as their beloved Spider-Man Spider-Verse thing. So dumb. Idiotic. Anyway.
Stupid, but that's a topic for another video. And the influence of COVID, it also seems like the influential power of Hollywood movies has been weakening. So I think Japanese anime have managed to become a good replacement for them. However, despite Japanese animated films being in a position to rise above the popularity of media giants like Hollywood, making anime with the global audience in mind could be a double-edged sword. There have actually been many cases where focusing too much on global appeal has led to failure.
Bingo! Yahtzee!
And this is something I state often in my live streams and videos, that the creators who will find themselves to be successful in the future are those who are paying attention to the current landscape of things. He sees that Hollywood is failing and that anime could completely replace it, but he understands why that is, and is careful not to gun-ho that now they can do anything without fear of failure, but the opposite of anything. I think Japanese people's idea of what could be well received worldwide is probably something people overseas don't enjoy. However, the emphasis on political correctness is strong in America, so they might think Japan is the only country that still produces works in which scantily clad girls battle, the kind of stuff that would be considered strange in North America. And when I read this comment, I immediately thought,
Yes! That's awesome!
someone gets it. Let me find out these creators are finally learning. For my regular viewers, you already know I label these people by different titles, and the politically correct types is one of them. The fun police, hall monitors, easily offended, sticks up their asses, I'm allergic to anime titties, or the feminine physique in general, and want to rid anime of it completely. I would say anime is the last place where beautiful women are portrayed in mass at all. And it's funny, over this last Christmas break, I visited some family and spent some time with my nephew, who's growing up in a time when anime is now the default standard of entertainment versus my childhood when it was niche. And I remember him saying, all anime women are beautiful. And I thought, yeah, the Japanese still appreciate feminine beauty and aren't scared to celebrate it. While over here, you have the activist-minded types who will accuse anyone who dares put a beautiful woman in anything of catering to the male gaze, as if that's a mortal sin not to be committed.
Yeah, the male gaze. It's funny. They always say like, "Oh, you cater to the male gaze" and all that. I'm like, you guys are so progressive, yet you guys are being homophobic because you act like women don't like looking, lesbians don't like looking at other attractive female characters as well. But I guess women don't matter, right? Even though you guys spout that, oh, women, believe all women and all that, right? I never understood that. That's so dumb. And then I've seen comics before where it's like, obviously it's a woman who drew this comic, and you could tell like, oh, the man is, bending down, and she's looking right at his, his backside, and she's like, telling him, oh yeah, there's something underneath my bed. Just keep looking, and she's, sneaking a glance at at the man. And it's like, dude, come on, stop. Like, even the women, like, we know women do this. It's not even in King of the Hill, when what's her name, the freaking lady who's with John Redcorn all the time and had a son with him. When she saw that Hank was like getting all fit and everything, and she was like, "Come on, dude, they look at that too. Stop it. It's not just like, oh, the male gaze." Yeah, the Me Too movement. I'm so glad that movement is basically on life support. It's not dead, but it's on life support for real. I'm happy to serve both the male gaze and the female gaze. I believe in equal gooning opportunity. You goon, I goon, they goon, we all goon. Yes, that they do. That they do. I could prove it too. All I have to say is a name. Prince Genesis. That's all I have to say. And there's a specific artwork in the book that you guys see. And I can confirm this too. The women love Prince Genesis for a good reason. Hell, even one literally tried to take one of my pictures from my table because she was drooling for Prince Genesis. She was salivating, y'all. She was thirsty for some Prince Genesis. Yeah, that's a true story. She literally tried to take the picture from my desk from my table when I was at being a seller at the convention. That was an experience. So I'm definitely that definitely taught me like, hey, yeah, not just sell the books. How about you start selling the printing out pictures as well? There you go. Women going to we know this. Unfortunately, yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you the story about that. That's a little that's something for the personal life right there.
But I'm glad Ito, the SAO director, called out political correctness and inferred that it's incompatible with anime. That the second anime embraces political correctness, it stops being anime and will be a clone of what calls Hollywood's current.
Hold on. Speaking of K-pop demon hunters, the girls like to goon over this. Oh yeah, that's right. They do. They truly do. That they do.
in decline. But while you had those in the industry like the Naruto studio president and Vinland Saga editor blatantly calling out political correctness abroad, you have others who still haven't gotten the memo. As Ito has stated, anime is known for its beautiful female characters dressed scantily, contributing to something the medium is well known for. Quick, journalists, cover your ears.
And I won't say it for little baby ears over there.
Fan service. And in attempts to appeal to the global audience, non-fans, there are some studios who are censoring or changing character adaptations to water it down. As I'm making this video, the first episode of Tune In to the Midnight Heart just dropped, and fans of the manga are complaining not just about the animation, but that the character designs or outfits have been changed or censored. And they are upset, and rightfully so, in my opinion. With them censoring out midriff in the anime adaptation compared to the manga, because God forbid we're censoring tummies now, and because stomachs are just too much for the eyes to see, which they impressively outdone the booty short censorship dilemma for One Punch Man last season. Even giving some of the characters a breast reduction, at least from the first episode, it seems, following what fans complained about in Bocchi the Rock adaptation as well, which had an activist feminist writer adapting that, so assume what you may. Seemingly, this show so far scared to show damn near any skin, thighs, and all, with many fans voicing their complaints. Why would I watch the anime adaptation for an inferior experience? Why the F bother adopting Tune Into the Midnight Heart just to censor it? This is really standard operating procedure now, huh? It's a bit sad. So now we're censoring everything. Guess kids are going to get traumatized if they see tummies. Fucking retarded society. But while you have studios shooting themselves in the foot, you have others still embracing what fans want. Now, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I just made a video discussing how the classic pantsu shot needs to make a comeback, and my prayers have been answered with this anime just airing, loud and clear. You can't be in a rom-com with your childhood friends, having no concerns with being politically incorrect and defending the tourists filtering them out.
Hell yes.
Even an anime called Wash It All Away about a girl who runs a dry cleaner business in a small village is a baddie offering great fan service, not shying away from it. And just a quick side note, we used to embrace these things over here in the West. Y'all remember Batman Forever? Just a quick reference. But when you try to rid fan service or just attractively drawn female characters from anime, you get this type of non-fan stating, "So does anyone else find the Gachiaka to Volume 6 cover art really weird, or is it just me?" Which I'll say again, as an extension of my IOF video, some creators will just have to learn the hard way. Careful of the non-fan fans you look to attract, with this statement summing it up well. I swear TikTok anime fans are so performative, they don't even love media they engage with.
Message.
And with all the correct
Yeah, and that's another thing too. These it's not just TikTok, it's just social media in general. These people are just make things up. I mean, hell, actually, now I'm thinking about it. I'm eating too now. Finally, the whole debacle about Berserk, when people were just finding out about Berserk. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Fox says, for the fake geek girls who are into My Hero Academia complain how the anime makes the women more sexy, where the manga they're drawn a bit plumb. They were complaining about Pop Step. I haven't watched My Hero Academia in a good while. I stopped at season 3. It was. I mean, I was kind of a fan of it, but not really. I was just like, I'm just enjoying the ride. But I remember people talking about Pop Step, and I didn't get that far, but it was, the complainers, the crybabies, say, "Oh, she shouldn't be looking like that. She's a hero, zero, blah, blah, blah." Just saying something. Monte talked about it, actually. Monte talked about it. And it's just like, dude, shut up. If you can't handle it, then you shouldn't be online in the first place, then. That's honestly where I'm at with these people. You shouldn't be online then, because you're actually making the internet worse with your stupidity. Everything that you have said has unfortunately made everyone dumber now because of you. Thank you. And I'm not you, Fox. I'm talking about the weirdos. I left that Batman Forever. That's crazy. How didn't they say that the director was actually like a corn director? Just to say, a corn director. Was he? I'm surprised I didn't hear complaints about the bathhouse scene. Bathhouse scene. For My Hero Academia, I don't remember much. This is like early. I mean, I know we're in mid 2020 now, possibly late from K-pop. Oh, when they were. Oh, yeah. Look, I only watched it one time, y'all. I only watched it one time, and I didn't even watch it all the way through because, I mean, my job's kind of cool, but I was literally getting paid to watch K-pop Demon Hunters with a few other people, but I didn't watch all the way through because we were running out of time, so that's why I never was able. But I do remember the bathhouse scene a little bit, just a bit. I'm sorry, man. Those are some good muffins. Didn't know about the Batman Forever. Didn't know that about Batman Forever. But Bryan Singer, the X-Men director, was a creep, definitely. I didn't know that. I didn't know that about him. And I wasn't trying to say like the guy, the director of Batman Forever was creepy. No, I'm just saying that that's the reason why the bat suit looked like that. And I was like, okay, that makes more sense. Why? I mean, that's like me. That's like me if I was a director. I was like, yeah, we're gonna have this random shot and make this. That sounds like something I would do though. If I was in the Batman Forever, if I was the Batman Forever director, I do be doing something like that too. To be honest, but dang y'all, I'm so sorry. Oh yes, it's about like when Twitter found out about Berserk. And they were like going all up in arms, like, "Oh, how could this happen? Why is Wylad doing this?" And like, you see, that's why you guys are telling on yourselves because you're not real. You're not real people. You guys are bots, or just doing it for clicks, just to get the outrage, fake outrage. If you actually read it and you understand what the heck Wylad is and why he's doing it, the dude is a madman. He's not even a man anymore. It's just like he's a demon. Demons do things because they're demons. They don't need to be on our level. There's a reason why they're subhuman. But it's just like it's just so dumb. And then they're always talking about, oh, it has the the R word. It has the there's so much grape. There's so much graping in there, and it's like, yeah, it's called dark fantasy, dumbass. It's dark fantasy. What do you expect's gonna have either sunshine and rainbows and kumbaya? This is Berserk, mother. See, I'm trying not to cuss too much, and I'm already cursing. But it's just these people are just so unreal, and they don't. That's the reason why you don't need to be listening. And the fact that these corporations, now they're finally starting to figure out like, oh, we shouldn't listen. It's like, oh wow, finally. Wow, congratulations. Wow. You're finally listening to reason. You're finally listening to people who actually pay. Who actually All right, I'm going to stop there. That's why I don't like talking about this stuff. I get animated.
Corruption being uncovered with localization in the past week is just more evidence of why anime is incompatible with the global audience. It seems that localizers are adamant about diluting the Japanese cultural identity from Japanese media overall. There's certain terminology or familiarity that just comes naturally over a period of time whenever watching anime. Even if you don't know the terms, you're just familiar with the tropes, character archetypes, etc., like the comedic face fault.
落ちる滑るまた浪人ですってば皆さんも水の事故には気をつけましょうねどうしました皆さん全然綺麗にまとまってないんだけどキャッツアイめ年貢の納め時だはいラーメン20個お待ちだと What should I do now? Take this and join in Hooray! Hooray! Ryoko! What's the matter?
Which at first I didn't know the name of this trope as a kid, but it was something you would see very often and it always made me laugh. Or the pouting face when a character, especially a girl, gets jealous or mad. The intellectual or character of a few words fixing their glasses, which I don't know, for some reason just always look cool. Even anime puke is comedy but culturally significant to anime. All of this makes the experience so much better and immersive, signaling to the viewer, you're watching anime. And that's why I get frustrated when people don't understand my stance on stop trying to westernize anime or Japanese media, period. Besides the Merry Christmas intentional mistranslation in Uma Musume again, these localizers see Japanese media as being inherently offensive. It just came out that Nier Automata was completely changed by localizers for the English.
Okay, I gotta be for real right here. I wasn't surprised, and I'm not saying just because it was a bad thing. No, I'm not really surprised because I always view it as like an A and B side whenever Yoko Taro's work is put out. I mean, stemming from Dragon Guard and stuff. I mean, even with Nier, when Nier came out, there's two versions of Nier. There's the Japanese Nier, and then there's the Western Nier, which Western Nier replaces the Eastern Nier because Nier is about a father and daughter. Western Nier is about a brother and sister. Until we got the Nier Replicant version of it, which we're No, I'm sorry. Geez, I'm messing myself up. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Eastern Nier is about a brother and sister, while Western Nier is about a father and daughter. Sorry. I'm not really. It's just I always see that as an A and B side, and it's just like I can't be so selectively outraged about this because it's just they changed so much. The story changed so much because of that, because of what happened in the first Nier, and yet they both were successful. They both were successful. Now with 2B, now with Nier Automata with 2B, Japanese version has a lighter and more girly side of 2B, while the Western side has more of like the 2B that we know, like standoffish a little bit, but it's part of the charm in a way. And people, you can't really deny that. Oh, she wasn't a charming character because she was in a way. So much so, I mean that she's top charts for waifus in gaming. And yes, she does look good. I won't lie. I've been interested in this game ever since they first showed it. Before a demo even came out, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be good. It's just I can't, and I'm not saying he's being selectively outraged here. I understand what he wants, and I want the same thing too in a way where hey, I want there to be cohesion with what's going on. What's being released in Japan, what's being released over in America, and all as such. Yeah, I want that too. But I never understood why people. I mean, I understand why people. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I understand why people are upset about it, but at the same time, it's like this has kind of been like a trope almost with Yoko Taro's works. I'm not. It's okay. I like both versions, to be honest. I like both versions of 2B. I do. She's just a good character. You just can't really mess her up. Not really, not in my opinion. Maybe some people will have just have some gripe with what I'm saying, and probably say like, oh well, you are for censorship. No, I'm not. I view it as an A and B side. This stuff has been going on ever since before I was even born. Hell, even look at one of people's favorite games, Resident Evil 2. Look how much that's been changed. I mean, I'm just saying. I just find it weird that all of a sudden now that there's eyes and like, oh, this again. I'm not invalidating their criticism. I understand, but with Yoko Taro stuff, I'm not really surprised. I always view it as an A and B side.
English audience, and it's like playing two different games with 2B's character portrayal being completely different as well. Like in the English version, 2B is a bit more rude, strong, outgoing, cold, distant, while in the Japanese version, she's much more softer, feminine, warm, which isn't too surprising because a woman being feminine over here in the West is seen as a downgrade or a character flaw for a woman, like it's a malfunction or something a woman needs to mature out of. But the corruption is very revealing nonetheless, with this statement coming directly from the localizer. There's a lot of tropes, there's a lot of Japanese stereotypical characterizations that just don't work in the West, or that don't even make any sense necessarily. Yeah, God forbid a woman be feminine. That doesn't make sense. You know, the stereotype of females acting scared and helpless, the kind of over-sexualized character, a lot of it is related to females, I guess, but you know, there's just a lot of Japanese stereotypes that don't really fit in English, and yeah, changing those or improving them are usually, I would agree, that's something that we tend to do, and I think that's a good thing. I think that's something you have to do, making characters, making the women maybe a little stronger, independent, or less whiny. Really shows you the disdain for feminine women, yeah. Dealing with sexism, homophobia, and gender stereotypes by cutting, altering, or strengthening the characters, the words, or the representations are quite normal for game localization between Japan and the United States. In an interview discussing other work, Gray informed me that gender issues in terms of how women are viewed, portrayed as ultimately being secondary to the man and the male hero, and where women will play along to their role. They won't be laughed at or made fun of. Everyone is on the same page here. In Japanese, these characters come across as endearing, whereas in the West, they come across as very sexist. That's why I hate when these people speak for the fans. And these are things that tend to universally get cut out when localizing from Japan to the United States, because certainly...
Yeah. Okay, I don't want to play too much of his work, of his videos. You guys gotta check him out. It's Monte Sensei. Definitely Monte Sensei. Look. Stuff right here. It's at 10K. 10K. That explains why 2B is so different. In the manga, for a while there, I thought she was another 2 model, but she's apparently the same one. Yeah, I get that. No, I definitely get that. It's just that I've always viewed it as a and B side. Ever since I'm like, okay, we're doing the same thing like what we did with Nier. Okay, got it. The first Nier, I mean. Got it. Understood. So I just, it's never really shocked me. If anything, I'm just like, wow, okay, cool. I guess you guys are just now figuring this out. All right. But yeah, there's it just, there is a problem though. There is a localizer problem. There is. I mean, great case in point with Monster Musume, one of my favorite mangas. Dealing with monster girls. I love monster girls. That's no secret. It's just some of their dialogue of some of the characters. It's just so stupid. It's like, why do they sound like this? That's so dumb. When I once read fan translations, and they sound nothing like that at all. They sounded closer to what was actually being written over in in Japan. It's just so. But does it really honestly take away so much from it? I guess in a way, yeah, because I want it to be straight. I want it to be straightforward. I want it to be how it should be. And this is where I understand where Monte is coming from. I do. And where all these other guys are. I don't want to take away from that. I don't want people to be just just like trying to say like, oh, you're a grifter. You're not really this and that. It's just, I think, and that's another thing too. I think it's just, the internet is just so, I can't believe the internet has really degenerated. I can't believe it. It's not bad. Well, hang on. It's getting bad, but it's not worse. There's always this moment of like light in there as well. So I don't know how that can be fixed. I'm no guru, and I don't know all about that stuff, but it's just, man, dude, I don't know. But I'm just kind of tired of the buzzwords. It's just like with political talk, man. It's just like the buzzwords, like, oh, so and so this, and just yeah, no, thank you. But there's truth to things, though. What they say, there's some truth to it. Just get rid of the word salad, and there you go. But yeah, I'm so glad that Neff sent me Monte Sensei's one of his videos, and I watched it. And I've been hooked ever since. The guy makes a lot of sense. Guy backs up what he talks about, and he's real. He's real, and I can respect that. I love when just people are just being genuine. There's this other creator as well. I came across their stuff like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't seen stuff like I have seen it, but I haven't seen a style of theirs like this before. I haven't. Oh, hold on. Let me get it up. Hang on. Where is it? Is this it right here? Yep, right here. Okay, so this right here. So this is from a YouTuber creator called Jazzy. And editing skills is great. I'm not big into what is it called? I know there's Skyrim, Daggerfall. What is it called? Elder something? Elder Scrolls. I'm not big into Elder Scrolls, but I came across this stuff, and I'm just like, dude, I like it. Here. Let me just get to it.
Welcome. There are many things here that cannot be found elsewhere.
Wait a second.
What?
That belongs to me.
Odd. Terrible misunderstanding.
Are you joking?
You little thief! All right, calm down. Here, take this.
Yeah, that'll work.
Damn Nord. Oh? Well. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I've always got time for lovely ladies. I've got plenty of good merchandise for you. Ah!
Get out of my face.
It was a pleasure. I'm gonna lay down for a while.
Stupid bastard. That'll teach you.
Oh no, that's not it at all. Where is it? Is lavender an herb or a poison? Now. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I
What is it?
Do you feel all right? You look very green.
What did you say?
I didn't mean I'm sorry.
Look at that fool. Pity he isn't an orc. But
So, did you need something?
oh, right. A potion of strength. Maybe you can help me.
Well, I'm not sure if half these potions work. They should.
What?
Never mind. I think.
Skooma.
Not that. Maybe? Yes. Here, try this.
You sure?
Definitely.
Not bad.
Oh no.
Huh? What the?
Well, that's awkward. I'm sure it will wear off soon.
Enough of this!
Okay. No need to get rough. Well, not too much.
Yeah. I like their little skits, and they only have like 30 something videos up, and they just posted a new one today. It's only 15 seconds or 19 seconds long. Let's look at it. Hold on. I'm just giving some love to this creator because I just joined the community like 2 days ago, and it's so cool. They're very welcoming. The people. I actually shout out to Jazzy even more. I put a link to the stream on their Discord, and they added everyone for it. Honestly, thank you so much. Just I wanted to give some love. So here's the new one. I'm getting that set up right now. Hold on. All right, so this is like the main girl. I keep forgetting her dang name, but I've been doing my best to immerse myself with their works and stuff. I'm definitely supporting them on Patreon. There's a tier of like $1 to $5 on there. Of course, $5 you get the uncensored stuff and all that too, which I'm like, okay, cool. But I really love their little storyline that they got with, and I mean, obviously, I love how the characters like. I mean, look at that. But anyway,
Huh? What the?
Either buy something or get out.
it's like, okay, I didn't even see that one. That's not just what the heck is going on. But they post little stuff like that. But if there's anything I wish they can like, I hope they go back to one day, is that they have like these little. Obviously, you guys know how those like visual novel games where they have like the characters, they're not sprites, but they're just drawn. But when they talk or they have different expressions, it changes, right? One of their I really like those type of videos that they used to make, because it's just, I don't know, it's just something. It brings back like this childhood, like a little bit of my childhood, a little bit like where I was kind of growing up with, and I'm just like, dude, yeah, do that, please. Hold on, Arrow's browser stuff. All right, Jazzy. Okay, videos. Okay, so on their channel and all that, like this, you see how this stuff looks like with drawn and all that. This is the cool stuff right here. Where was it? Into the Frost, Never a Moment's Rest. Rude Awakening was pretty good too. But this, like, I hope they go back to this one day. I understand that they don't do that, but I like reading like just. Why is there closed captioning? So like this. This what reminds me of. I like that. Yeah, no, look, changes up everything. That's so immersive.
Very subtle.
I like that. Man, yeah. So I'm just giving some love to John Z and the community. Man, whew. Wow, 3 hours, huh, y'all? 3 hours. I think I can keep on going on, to be honest, for a little bit at least. Not exactly tired, but I do kind of want to play some Call of Duty Zombies. I was gonna work on my. I pretty much am gonna work on the new book. Let me show you guys something, okay? Let me show you guys something cool. Just because you guys have been with me this long, I'll show you guys something really cool. I just keeping it as a secret, but it's okay. Let me make sure I don't accidentally show something crazy. Okay, cool. So this is my process of what I do when I'm writing and everything. I want you guys to see this. Original book, first book, second book, third book, fourth book. Oh, what's this over here? Yes. You guys will be the ones to know about this. The ones who caught it live. And this thing right here, this is going to be a collection. So this is going to include, I'm thinking the first 3 books, which is this, that one, and this one. This one, however, I'm still these are the 2 books I'm in development of this one, and of course, this one right here. So just wanted to show you guys that. A little sneak peek, let's just say. So I don't know where to go with this, y'all. You guys want to check out Twitter? You guys want to see what's going on with Twitter? Let's see what's going on with Twitter. Oh, yeah. So I saw this today, and I reposted it, requoted it, whatever it is. I'm going to try my best not to do anything crazy or show anything crazy, but, it's Twitter. Keen's like, sure. So, let me put this out. So, I've seen this character, but I don't know, where she's from. I mean, I'm sorry. Duh, I do know. Princess of Mars, yeah. Duh. And I saw this, I was like, dude, they're still making stuff like this? So, I just thought, if you guys are interested with the statue, is a pre-order available right now. I mean, look at this. Bro, this is stuff I, hope to, one day, do too. I wouldn't mind. I seriously would not mind making Zensakia into a do a statue for her. Dude, if I had to choose how I want to do it, I would have both the original and new versions together. But they're the backs are they're facing away from each other, back to back. And it just be a little cool thing, just to show people yeah, this is it's all in one. It's not separate, it's all in one. So I think that'd be pretty cool to show people. That'd just be nice. So, but yeah, this is nice looking, dude. I don't know how much it is. I'm not gonna really pre-order it, but it's really nice. Okay, I gotta stop sharing because I just gotta be careful with what seeing. All right, so there's also something going on. There's always something going on, but this is kind of crazy and cool at the same time. So, a NASA photo of a perfectly rectangular iceberg in Antarctica has gone viral in Japan. Fans were quick to point out that it's identical to the arena of the Cell game in Dragon Ball Z. This is just all is missing. Dude, that's so. I bet you someone is gonna edit that. Gonna make a video. It's probably gonna be what's his name, Artemis Devil. Artemis Devil is probably gonna do something like that. I hope he does. I hope he knows about this. And if you don't know who Artemis Devil is the guy who's been doing the Cell game memes where Kermit the Frog and Cell go against whoever. Yeah, that's the guy. I've been watching them ever since. I guess they blew up, to be honest. But yeah, it does look like that, and I do like Cell. I like most of the androids. I like most of them. I'm more of an Android guy. when it comes to Dragon Ball. And I don't even like watching Dragon Ball like that. Oh no, we're in trouble. Yeah, until Gohan comes. The future is now, old man. There's so much I want to show you guys, but I can't. I guess I'll show you guys this one. So D-Row is another artist. I think yes, he did. D-Row did, or I don't know. I don't know if it's just a man or a woman, but they made this and they wanted, I have a little group on Twitter where we're trying to help each other get our stuff out more, get more eyes on it. And honestly, this is really good. I truly believe this is going to be one of their best top performing 2026 artworks right here. This is the submission for the Ninja High School swimsuit special. And dude, look at this. This is beautiful. Okay, maybe not. Maybe do it like this. This is so good. Great angle, great use of coloring. And D-Row has actually done artwork for me before. I don't think yes, I did. I asked for that one time, and then the other one was a surprise. And again, I'm sorry, bear with me, y'all. I gotta stop sharing because it is my Twitter, so we're not, things I can easily get banned for just because. Oh, how dare you show nudity? Oh, dude, they're so unserious at times, bro. Let me find it. I think I mean it should be in the earlier parts of like the week or 2 weeks ago, but it shouldn't be that far. If I was on, and I wish the desktop version works as good as like the mobile version when it comes to like searching things for specifically. Huh. What's this? Sorry. It can't be all the way back there. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to show you this. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is so cool. I gotta show you guys this one. Look what they did, dude. Look what they're doing. It's my girl. It's my girl, Melina. I saw this Melina statue, been posted, and I'm like, dude, I gotta know how much this costs. I love Melina. That's my girl. Again, I love Monster Girls, and she's the reason why. She's the reason why I started loving Monster Girls. And this is the best, one of the best versions of her too. MK9 Melina. So good. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the design. Look at the costume. They won't do this no more. They won't do this anymore because they're too scared now. Oh my gosh, dude. What a beauty. I don't care, dude. I don't care. Such a beauty. Then I saw this one on Twitter as well. This is really cool too. Have you guys ever seen a Chainsaw Man movie? I mean, they did like what if the Chainsaw Man movie was a 2000s cartoon and it's like Cartoon Network. You got Rize, Makima. Damn, I forgot what their two names, to be honest. And of course, look at that, dude. Man, that would have been. I love it. This is great. And yeah, it's giving me some Hero 108 vibes too. Some Hero 108 vibes. I don't know if you guys ever seen that, but that's what it reminds. That's what the style reminds me of. Oh my gosh, it cannot be this far away. It cannot. There's no way. There is no way. Bro. Oh my gosh. Did I even repost it? Now I'm kind of down on myself. If I even reposted it. I had to. I definitely had to. I know I replied. Maybe I gotta check my replies. Oh, I wish I could show you guys all this stuff, y'all. I mean, it's not really bad. It's just that I don't know what's gonna come up next on this, and I could be, you know, we just have a mask off moment, you know. I guess I didn't. Oh, yep. I gotta be careful. Yep. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad that wasn't shown. Narcissism and Nemeva. Good old. They're preparing for the holidays. You can see that stuff uncensored on my X, which is D-Rhino409. By the way. Yeah, I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't do it. Dang. Gotta check the replies then. Holy cow. I thought I reposted it. Or maybe Twitter's trolling me. That's a huge possibility. I'm trying to show you guys what they made, what D-Row made. It was very nice, very considerate, and I want to just give them more attention as well. Put more eyes on their stuff as much. Come on. There's so many replies. I don't think I'm gonna find it here. I'm sorry for taking so long, y'all. Oh, come on. Please show for me. Come on, I gotta find. Oh, let me talk about that later. Let me talk about that later. Oh, there's so many good stuff in the replies, though. Ah, yeah. Definitely some man of culture stuff right here. Come on. I feel like I'm close to it, y'all. Hold on. Let me see the comments, though. Is there any more comments? Ah, man. Nope. Everyone's just waiting on me. Like, well, we're waiting. Come on, old man. Guys, I hope. Don't tell me he's all the way back there. Please don't tell me. Oh, yeah, I definitely can't show this one. There's no way. There's no way. For real? Aw, man. Yeah, I guess it's just lost in translation, y'all. I'm not finding it. And I'm checking the replies. I checked the repost, and I just can't find it. I just cannot find it. Maybe this is where I need to give up. Ah, man. Yeah, nothing. Dang it, Bobby. Darn it. This is gonna. Oh, no. This is just irritating me now. There's so much. There's so many good stuff in here, and I can't show you guys this. Oh, Casado. Forgot about Casado. Come on. There has to be something. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'll do it like this then. Let me do it like this. Let me go to this. D-Row. Okay. D-Roll artwork. It can't be far away. Y'all, it cannot be far away. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm on the hunt now. What are y'all saying? Oh, nope. Nothing, huh? Still nothing. Man. He sure has a lot of Cammy pictures, though. Well, they do like Cammy. I like Cammy, too. Only for design, though. Maybe it wasn't D-Roll. Am I going crazy? Hold on, y'all. I might be going crazy. They have such similar styles, though, when I look at it. Okay. Let me check their posts. If I check the posts and I see their posts, what they're posting, maybe that can help. Media. Okay. It's a little creepy. Not too bad. Yeah, y'all. Let me try this instead. Jeez. $2024. I'm at 2024. Why is everything so out of order? You're making me look like a fool, Twitter. I'm trying to show people stuff. And you're doing things, oh my gosh, the timeline is so inconsistent. All right, well, I guess I can't find it, y'all. I guess I can't find it. No thanks to Twitter having an inconsistent timeline. I don't understand why it's so hard. Why it's like, oh, you go from 2025 and then all of a sudden you go to 2022. And it's like, okay, we're missing their 2 years. Where's their 2 years? I'm not trying to find all this stuff like that, man. It's crazy. Maybe I need to do an advanced search, but I'm not doing all that. It's just no way, dude. I'll find her. Maybe. I'm giving it one more try. If I don't find it this way, I'll stop. Because I really want to show you guys this artwork. Come on. There has to be something. Aha! Found it. And who is this by? It is by D-Roll. Okay, so I wasn't going crazy. I just wanted to give D-Roll a shout out. Saying mimicking my mutual's art styles, which I'm not an artist. This is Neff's art style, but D-Roll did pretty good with it. So I like how I was like doing the ad, like it's so cool. And Neff Ferris watch. Okay, so you got all right, cool. I didn't see that part, but yeah, look at that. Zanzikia is getting some recognition, y'all. Doing a little collab. That's so cool. I love how the detail of the eyes is glowing. Like, oh my gosh, they understand the character. They do. This is exactly what something would like what she would do, what Zen would do. Like letting you know, like just giving you a little glimpse of like, yeah, just be careful. I bite. In her own little subtle ways. I love that. Nice. Yep. It took me probably 5 minutes to find stuff. Am I getting in trouble? Okay, nope. I say, yeah, she's lifted up her shirt. I was like, I know one that's like lift up the shirt, but I was like, is there a name? Oh, it wouldn't matter. I still show it, to be honest. But yeah, this is nice. Look at the different art styles, dude. It's so good. Shout out to D-Row. Shout out to D-Row for this. My girl's Zen. Ah, perfect. So perfect. Oh, man. All right, guys. I think that might be it. I think that might be it. It's been a good 3 hours. It's been almost 4. It's very nice to hang out with you guys. I'm ready to eat some more, to be honest. I know I just had 2 little muffins to break my fast. Um, but I'm ready. I'm ready to eat. And who knows? I might be back real soon. Maybe not live streaming, but definitely like put up a short or something. I could do that, but dude, I don't know. I just really enjoyed my time with y'all. I'm very grateful, able to show you guys this stuff and just just hang out. It's very nice. Okay, geez, same. I'll look forward to the restream and a good way to spend a Saturday. I No, I think I'll keep up this live stream for y'all. To be honest, I thought about unlisting it, and not because I'm afraid or anything, but more just I've heard that streaming messes up with messes with the channel's analytics or something. I'm not exactly sure, and I don't think YouTube is certain too because it's YouTube. They don't even know what half the thing is going on, what's going on with their stuff. So who knows? Ugh. Who knows? Do you guys? Well, hold on. Let me check my Discord one more time. I might have something. Just because I'm feeling a little bit generous. You guys saw something. You saw a secret project. You guys saw some secret stuff. But let me show you guys something. And also, there's a little test to show, see if YouTube would react negatively to it as well. I gotta be very careful, y'all. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. Am I missing something? Okay. All right. Yeah. Just wanted to show you guys this. Yeah, it seems a little familiar, doesn't he? Wonder what could be happening. Oh yeah. Now, if I minimize it, it won't be my fault if you guys see something. But oh boy, who do we got here? And by the way, this isn't Neff. Neff didn't draw this. This is a new artist. I just want to say that I got something planned. Let's just say that I got something ready, and this is for something very in the near future, very near future. And of course, this is God Eater. This is a God Eater from Gods and Goddesses. I won't say who it is though, because you just read. Just read. If you guys can read it, you know. All right. Okay, you guys read it? All right, cool. All right. So that's it. Just to end off like that. We'll see if YouTube tries to say something to me about like, oh, you can't show this or that. Then I say, well, that's tough. But yes, that's just one of the things I can definitely show you guys. One of the things. I got many artwork going about. And speaking of artwork, I probably gotta officiate something. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta go in talks with people about stuff. Oh, I'm so tired of sitting down. I'm gonna stand up while I do this. Well, actually, I'm just gonna go over my phone and just text people, just trying to get other things set up and things. So, this has been a very good stream. I'm glad I was able to show you guys some things and kind of show off some secret projects and yeah, just have fun. All right, see you later. Ciao.